Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
What just happened? That's the wrong one. There it is. Boom. I was like, I just did something wrong.
All of the preparation in the world.
I know. That's right. Kate was trying to tell me that I make my life hard, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I do make my life hard. And even if I made my life easier, it would still be hard because I'd still mess it all up. Hello, everyone. We are back from our holiday break. Excited and... Oh.
Hey.
It's like, where's my hype man? He like ran off the second it ended.
Let's do it.
All right, I know nobody in this group knows where we left off, which I kind of prepared for. So we'll be doing a little bit of a recap from our last live game. And we know that some of you at home probably couldn't hear what was happening because our mics were extra special.
Oh,
so
right. It was
this is
live.
for
It
both
was
of you.
live. We did it live. Fuck,
It sounded great in person.
Yes.
Super fun. Yeah.
That was a ton of fun.
Yeah,
but I don't
doing
remember
this on
what
mine
happened at all.
sucks.
We had a take 2 where we did a gingerbread battle map. And the mics were a little bit better on that, so we'll get it keyed in eventually. All
Work
right.
in progress.
Work in progress. All right. Covered in the dust and debris. You all cover your mouths with your shirts to keep from breathing in the particulate floating around from the wreckage of the sunken restaurant. Well, all but 2 of you, Cornelia and Trust, you feel heavy. As heavy as a mountain. As heavy as being turned mostly into stone. As you recall, the putrid poisonous gas let out by the metal monstrosity you had just encountered petrified your body all from the neck down, barely able to turn your heads. All of this was the result of a band of gnome thieves calling themselves the Tanuketeers, led by Tristan, a short gnome woman with pink pigtails and a new earring stolen from Trust. Which, by the way, this beast that you had fought, I know there was a little bit of questions, and you look into the wreckage and you find it unmoving. Seems to have been killed by the wreckage or your wounds or something, but no longer animated with that lively metallic skin it had. You see ladies' men, the guarding forces of Caravella Town, rushing up, blocking off the area and aiding wounded. Rosma stands down one of the warehouse lanes talking to a familiar gate captain, Theron, you had met when you entered. While nearby, Zakesta desperately dabs at the stains of her expensive clothes with a towel of bubbly. And Agrir, very comfortably napping, back to a warehouse, snoring loudly. You all stand in one of the alleyways in the Longshore warehouse district of Caravella Town, near the site of the collapsed floor. And that is where we left off.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Jason.
Agri is just napping. He's just
Yeah.
taking a nap.
Just
like
napping.
all this stuff happened. I'm just gonna see you later. I'm just gonna go to bed. Pretend it didn't happen. Okay, cool. That makes me upset at him. Okay. Cool.
Bad guy.
Oh my gosh, Cornelia, what are we gonna do about you? Oh my god.
I don't know. How do you feel?
I feel very strong, but brittle.
Oh. What is that? What's brittle mean?
I can break easily.
Oh.
So don't knock me over, please.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
And I just like stand over Cornelia, making sure that no one comes near.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. And Cornelia, most of your vision is just blocked and you can barely turn your head and your eyes.
I'll make sure no one touches you.
Can I turn my head at all, or is it
Just a little bit. Mostly just
tiny bit?
like here's your range of motion right here. And then your eyes can kind of look left and right.
And then all of my things, like I'm completely solid. I'm not encased in anything, I assume. I just
Yeah.
can't.
It's like your whole body has been turned. Your exoskeleton almost is now stone. Your I guess not exoskeleton, but it's like you have an
Skin.
exoskeleton.
Oh.
But if you look, your cape your items, all your clothes and everything have also been turned to stone. You're very statuesque. It's impressive, to some degree, the amount of detail in your statue.
Thanks.
Rezik, have you ever seen anything like this? What do we possibly do about this?
In my studies, have I ever seen anything like this where people were turned to stone or?
Roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
History, actually.
Use that big guy.
Yeah.
Great. 22.
22. Yeah, you recall that there were beasts, something called like a Medusa. You had heard about that, but you also heard that there was a wizard who had discovered a way to use magics to almost like alchemy, changing substances, and he had found a magic to turn people into stone, and also worked on turning people who were stone back into flesh. And that's a magic you've read about before, but he didn't leave any notes or anything on how to do that stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any exact solution for this, but I've heard of it before in the past. Different creatures and a mage who was able to do it. So maybe I can do some research and try to find a way to undo it, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like that's what we're gonna have to do. If it's magical means to turn them into stone, then we're gonna have to unmagic them.
Right.
Sorry.
Unmagic?
Sorry, guys.
It's not your fault.
Don't apologize.
Luckily, Trust and Cornelia are the smallest or smaller in the group, so it wouldn't be hard to carry them back home, I guess, to the beds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I heavier?
That's a good question.
You are quite a bit heavier.
Oh, do I see the person that carried me out of the restaurant?
If I remember correctly, Igrir carried you out.
Oh, and he's taking a nap?
Yeah, he's kind of just right next to you guys down there. Just head back.
No, I'll have to thank him later. He carried me out. Ever so gently. What's the matter, Dresden?
Am I still deaf?
Oh, true.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I was deaf too.
Yeah,
We were deaf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you roll Constitution saves.
Oh, this is getting so much better.
I was just about to say something, then I was like, wait, I think I'm fucking deaf.
11.
A
Wait,
con
11.
save?
Yeah, there's still a light ringing in your ears, Rezik, but you can hear it's not you're not permanently deaf at all. That's slowly coming back, but there's still just a high pitched whine.
Yeah, con save is 19.
Okay, and then Dresden, you're pretty much back to normal. Still just kind of obnoxious, but
Well, I mean, that's
yeah, your ears don't feel good, but your hearing is almost back to normal. It's like 95% back.
sweet. Yeah. Like, it'll never get that last 5 back, but happy to have the 95.
Yeah.
What caused it? What the hell?
Like
How did
Hawkeye.
we go deaf? Also, why is Hawkeye deaf? Never mind. Never mind. Why did we go deaf, though?
He's not deaf. He's hard of hearing. It's different.
I know. I'm
It's from his
broad
career
brush.
choices.
Painting with
Yeah,
a broad brush.
years
I
of
also didn't
combat.
watch the series. Was that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put that over there for now. It's over there. Leave us alone. Why did we go hard of hearing?
Well, Rezik was hit by these sonic
saw that.
arrows that exploded
Okay.
near his head.
Yeah. And I was just too close by.
You were deafened by something else.
But no, I mean, there's like during
long
the
ago was
combat,
that?
there's a bunch of like explosions and stuff that
20 years
happen.
ago.
Yeah, it was just loud.
It was-
Okay,
yeah.
loud noises enclosed
Loud
space.
noises.
Why do you remember that? Kid?
Loud noises.
All right, whop. I pick up Cornelia.
Okay. Yeah, and Cornelia is like, it's stone. It's like you're carrying 3-foot tall statue made of stone.
This is weird.
Hey, wait, guys. Do we want to see if there's anything in the restaurant? Because they had like a bunch of wands and stuff. Should we like look through the
Oh yeah,
webble?
that's a really solid.
I mean, it wasn't
idea.
well,
you
like
had
it wasn't
remembered-
like the free for all. It was like it was in a safe, so you'd be stealing essentially if you did that.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
Well, you guys remember
when
that
is that
the
stuff?
gnomes,
You guys.
all of the gnomes, with the exception of there was one that had turned to stone inside the safe, all of them had poofed out at some point.
Oh.
I blame all of you for that. That was shitty policing. All right, boys and girls.
It
Well-
was a chaotic nightmare, to be honest. I don't
In
blame
our
anybody.
defense,
Also,
being attacked by something that was like unharmable.
Yeah, your
Well, that's-
girlfriend set
that's
us
the
up,
thing.
by the way.
because at the same time, I was like, "Oh shit, we got this wrapped up. We got the suspect. We got one. Like he'll lead
Yeah.
us back to everyone else." And then James was like, "Oh no, son.
Yeah,
Oh,
psych.
no,
How this game
no.
is played."
Yeah.
And I was
Really
like, "I'm just
said
gonna fuck
psych.
off to the kitchen. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
funny about drinking beer." And then he's like, "And then this ungodly hellhole opens
Yeah.
up." I was like, "Oh no."
They find like some kind of demonic, evil ball or crystal that opens up a portal to a different. Like, it was like, oh my
What
god.
kind of restaurant is this? Also, you need to ask that question. Why was
Right.
Yeah.
that safe in that restaurant?
I mean,
Clearly not a
if we-
crimson lobster.
yeah. If we
Or,
care, right? If we care,
Red
we
rock
should-
spine.
Red rock
Ask
spine.
around.
There it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I care
Yeah.
enough to just because, like, I was having a probably delicious, if boring, dinner that I didn't even get to finish.
But at least you didn't have to pay
Like-
for it.
It's true.
Does she
is
hear
a
Dresden
very
say
good
that,
point.
by the way?
Yeah, that's all coming out. That's canon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she's hard of hearing too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is happening while like Dresden's carrying Cornelia, me and Pup are carrying Trust like together, and we're all moving towards going back home, I
I'm like,
guess, for the
You going
evening.
back home? Okay. As you
I'm
guys
trying
can
to
It
see,
seems, are we going home, or do you want to like try to investigate before we leave anybody
Well, I mean,
besides Cornelia, who's stone? So
we. Oh, what? Is Trust Stone too?
Yeah.
Trust is also
Mhm.
mostly stone.
Someone
She's
go
just
get her.
kind of
I'll get them
Trust
both.
is kind of fallen asleep. She's just taking a little nap. She went through a lot,
yeah.
after,
yeah.
exploding with that soul energy and then being plastered to the floor.
Riz. As I scoop up Trust too. I guess I've just got him like my buddy and big sister. I don't know. That's an old. Kate doesn't know what that is.
That was too long ago.
Right?
I like how that's just like the point of how old something is I remember it. Yeah, you're surprised that I remember the Soldier Boy. So like, where are we?
I know. I know. That's a fair. You.
all right.
All right, Riz.
Good to know what
as
still
I,
comes
as I
up.
point and drop Trust, maybe go ask what's his fuck
Ingrid?
one. No, the rich boy.
Rasma?
Thank you. He seems to know things. Ask why that shit happened.
Sure.
This
Okay.
place really is.
Start dragging these two home.
I'll go with Rezik.
Careful.
I'm
Don't scuff up the shoes.
I guess I'll walk over to Rasma and just try to talk to him if possible. I don't know how
Okay.
busy he is.
Rasma is talking to Theron. You had met him. He was the first gate captain that had questioned you when you entered in.
Right. Excuse me. Hi. Rasma?
Rezik. Yes.
Hey. Just wondering if there's an update on what's going on. I mean, that was pretty crazy.
Yes.
So
That was a bit unexpected. Didn't know
Bit
that was
unexpected.
Yes. Seems that there's been a lot of black market and criminal activity that's passed through these stores. So, well, it was I assume, fantastic restaurant. It was also a bit of a hotbed for illegal activity. This I didn't know. Probably would not have taken Trust here if I had known that.
All right.
So, my apologies.
I mean, it was really dark inside. That wasn't the kind of giveaway?
Well, it was not.
You called it a black
no.
market.
Yes. Well, I assumed it would make Trust feel more comfortable, since she has an affinity towards seeing in the dark. I thought maybe break down some of her barriers.
Well, it
Just
broke down
seems-
a whole restaurant at this point.
Yes, it did. It
Yeah.
did indeed. So,
well, do they need any help trying to figure out who these individuals were, trying to locate that extremely powerful item that was lost? Can we help in any way?
and that Theron kind of steps up. Yes. Rezik, was it?
Yes, Rezik Moongrove, and this is my friend here, Kelwise Wandergaze.
Okay. He kind of takes you both in that way like an investigator would. Just looks you both up and down, and you can see your faces getting imprinted onto his brain. Well, we don't have many reports of what happened inside the safe. Did you happen to see what was there?
Well, it was, I didn't get a great look at it. Did you, Kelwise?
I didn't. I kind of got stuck as I was entering the place and literally walled up. Oh, am I normal sized again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you are,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was some sort of magical device that allowed some giant metallic beast to come out of it. So it must have been either some kind of portal to somewhere else or a mini dimension. I'm not sure exactly, but we had to fight that thing, and it destroyed the whole building. So it's
Mini dimension.
pretty bad. I don't know for sure. That's my guess.
It seems more likely that there was this beast inside, no? The safe?
I'm not sure about that. I think it came from somewhere else. It's a little blurry.
Yeah, I think there was a device involved that allowed it to come out, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know the whole story. We weren't able to really do an investigation. Everything happened so fast; it was a blur, and we had to fight this thing, and it was attacking us like crazy, and it's
Yes.
a lot.
Many have spoken about you, saying you helped a lot of them escape during the chaos. And you held this. And he kind of looks into the wreckage, and you see the mangled body of that thing, and there's just like green blood almost flowing, sizzling just ever so slightly, coming out of like tears in this metal flesh that was once this big 8-legged beast. Well, you have my thanks, Rezik and Kelwise.
Of course. We just wanted to make sure that nobody got hurt in any way. The whole thing was insane.
Clearly.
A group of people, gnomes, I believe, were stealing stuff and then stole that item and then released that thing. So
Yeah. Do you know anything about them? I mean, you said organized crime. Yeah, maybe they're part of a well-known group that we could
Yes, I've
pay a
heard of the
visit to.
Tanuka-Tears before.
That's them.
Yes.
Are they?
I had thought
From
they
nearby?
were more of a made-up, romanticized group, but apparently I was wrong. What can you tell me of their goings-on?
There was.
I mean,
many of them.
Many being
know.
how many?
I think we counted at least 5. I'm trying to remember exactly.
yeah, it was kind of hard to keep track because they had a lot of spells and they kept like teleporting and using smoke bombs, and It was crazy.
They
a
were
lot of
mages.
gadgets. Maybe.
I don't know if they're mages. They seem to have a lot of, like he said, gadgets and magical items and stuff that they were using to do what they did.
Oh, I hate magic. I hate it so much. It's not natural, you know?
Here, here.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you again. Thank you for your time. We will look into this.
So you don't
Rosma?
have any information on the Tanuka-Tears. You've just heard of them and thought they were a
Well,
fabrication. A
I'm
myth.
about to learn a lot more about them in the next couple days.
Oh, it sounds...
Well,
Put yourself on that.
I mean, I don't know what our plans are for the next few days, Kelwise, but maybe our group, if we have time, if we do locate them and bring them to justice, would there be any kind of reward for doing such a thing?
Well, there's no official reward out yet, but I am sure there would be quite a handsome sum for something like this. If you were to bring them, I'm sure we could work something out. But this is, official ladies' man business, so I wouldn't want you getting hurt, and there would be no compensation for damages and such to your person. You understand?
Of course.
I don't
Unless
think we would
perhaps
expect any.
you're looking to join. We're always looking for good people into the ladies' man. You're a
Well,
bit
the ladies'
thin,
men
but,
do have a extremely positive reputation. I know that going through the city here, everyone loves your group, but we kind of have a little group of our own already. So I think we're okay on that aspect of that.
Well, what organization are you a part of?
Well, we're part of a little company, actually, called Cornelia and Co.
Cornelia and Co.
I think it's just Cornelia Co.
Right.
You don't
Right,
know your
yes,
own
yes.
organization.
Well, no, it was on the boat. It's Cornelia.
It's Cornelia Co. for sure.
Yeah,
I
there's no-
got bumped on the
there's no
head
yet.
back there in the fracas.
It's common misconception.
Yeah, clearly. Well, thank you again for your service. Stay safe.
You're welcome again.
May you stand in the lady's grace.
If one were to join the ladies' men, what sort of initiation procedure or procedures do you have?
Well,
Just out
it
of
would
curiosity.
It's a year of training, 2 seasons, getting you fit for ladies' men's service, and then 2 seasons of learning our ways, tutelage, studying the different beats of the city.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Pay? Does it pay well?
Pays better than most.
Pays better than most. Okay. If someone had a deadbeat brother that they wanted signed up, how would they go about doing that? Just
I don't
purely
think
hypothetical.
a deadbeat would qualify for something as fine
Well, say,
as the ladies' men.
sometimes you need a little bit of, a fire lit under you, right? You need a little bit of pushing to get you to
Yeah.
really come out of your shell.
Well, we prefer our applicants to already have the spark in their eyes.
I understand. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. We'll see you around.
I imagine we will.
And he kind of makes a very stiff and practiced salute to Razma, turns and starts walking off towards the wreckage to investigate further. And Razma kind of looks at you guys. You gonna join? You want Anders to join? Can you imagine him in one of those uniforms, keeping the city safe?
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
For a moment there, I thought I might do him a little bit of good, but I think he's right. You've got to have the
I
spark
think
in your eye.
I think you had a good idea though, for sure, Kelwise. He needs a little bit of a little bit of help.
Right?
So
Yeah. We'll find his motivation. That's not
yeah,
drinking,
we'll find it. Yeah.
presumably.
Well, maybe he just needs to set some goals. Setting goals is a very powerful thing.
That is true. That is true. I suppose we have a goal. and that's to go find the Nuketeers.
Yeah.
See if we can figure anything out about them.
Let's bring it to the group. I don't know if we all are as excited to look into this, but if we are, then sure.
Well, I would be careful. They seemed pretty well equipped. From what
They
I
sure
saw, they
did.
had 3 or 4 magical items each, and these were not cheap. They must
No.
have some very impressive benefactors. So
Maybe.
just, you know,
Or a good smuggling route.
be safe.
Or, yeah, we will.
It's a very
Alright.
good point, though. They did have a lot of items. They might have a pretty strong backer behind them, so could be rough if we got involved with that. But we'll talk.
Well, just try not to go in guns a-blazing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, at least until you
And if
figure
they can
out
just,
what you're
if they
dealing
can just
with.
summon like creatures like that metallic one back there, like whenever they want, that's is gonna be terrible. That's
Yeah.
dangerous power right there.
Yeah, and he kind of looks around and huddles in close. What the hell was that thing?
No
No
idea. It was crazy though.
And it came out of a weird ball, you said?
Some kind of mechanism. That's what I think it did, right? I'm pretty sure. Pop, where'd Pop go? Pop, are you still here?
I'm like standing over Cornelia. I've been standing over Cornelia this whole time.
In Dresden's arms?
Oh, that's right. You picked her up. I'm blocking.
That's
That's
why I
right.
haven't gone anywhere.
We did
I've
a
just
thing
been standing
where
there, just waiting for Pup to move. No dice.
Make way for Cornelia. Go.
no, I thought you were holding the front and I was holding the back. I thought that's what this was.
I
did
had one
that.
in one arm and one in the other.
Yeah, and I'm
And then I was
holding
like, look
the
over
back
there,
of
and I
them
was
with
like,
one
oh,
arm
shit.
and the other arm.
I dropped one.
Yeah.
Yes, you can take one. We've been having this like long drawn out conversation this whole time. We haven't gone anywhere. We're right
Yeah,
there.
no, we're yeah.
Being like, you taking the head, and I'll take the. But there's two heads.
But and
Yeah.
then there was like this
What?
loud sound going
What,
by. Anyway,
Yes, we haven't left. We're just
No.
looking around. So we're still there. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Did either of you see the device they used to summon that creature?
No.
I think
no?
Pup did, because Pup was like right next to the person that was casting the thing to make it not happen. What was that? I'm trying to remember. Kate doesn't remember, but Pup just saw it.
It was like there was like this
glove?
silver light that was coming off of this ball.
Yeah, it was
and
bad.
you kept seeing faces of like horrendous looking beasts kind of pushing
Yeah.
through like a layer of silk and then just kind of soaking back into the metal glow.
And they
I
said there was
described-
more of them.
that.
Were they wearing like a Nintendo Power Glove or something like that? That they were trying to hold it?
Yeah, Tristan had a special glove on and was casting a spell.
Yeah. Okay. Not that I was there, but
I was, and I described that
Okay.
because I was talking to her. It's just she was doing this while casting.
Yeah, and Rosma just kind of listens to your story, Pup. Well, I'm glad none of us were, well, hopefully permanently unharmed.
Yeah.
None of us were harmed permanently. It's been a long
Hopefully.
night. It's been a long night.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, I sure hope that the ladies' men catch them soon, huh?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's back to the estate, huh? Unless you have anything else.
yeah.
to do.
Is there anything else
I'll
you
have,
can do here?
I'll have the cooks whip up something. Dresden, especially. I know you didn't get to eat. Neither did I.
It's mainly just missing that that beer.
The beer.
Only got a mouthful, and there was a bit of glass in it.
What kind of beer was it?
I don't remember.
Oh. Well,
But yeah, let's go. Hey, you've
we
got
can
a wheelbarrow?
we can get to my father's estate. You and I can taste test some of the many selections he has, and maybe find something suitable. Oh, comparable.
Works for me. Hey, have you noticed that Zikesta's a little wrapped up in herself?
Yes, she takes her outward appearance very, very seriously.
No, it was more about like a little, and don't take this the wrong way or anything, but like a little like elves and racist and, just a kiss. But
What?
Well, compared to many of the elves I've met, she's less racy than the rest.
great. Super.
Right?
Can't wait to go meet all those people. Zang.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She has good intentions
Alright.
and a good heart, though sometimes finds
Yeah.
it hard to express herself. Very hard to
Yeah,
express herself.
no. You get fancy people in a fancy restaurant and their dinner date can't see. She was compensating probably. Let's go.
All right.
Oh.
And you see,
Yeah, here, let me help you with
Sekesta, like sneeze a couple times as you talk about her, and then Rasma gathers
like, way too
Sekesta
loud.
and knocks hits Igrir on the head a little bit, wakes him up, and Igrir just ready to go. Did Dresden you want to hold one of those?
Yeah, no, you've done enough. Don't worry about that big.
Yeah,
one.
you did
Just lead the way.
so much.
Who woke up? Ingrid?
Igrir.
Igor.
Ingrid.
I mean,
Thanks for saving
Ingrid.
me, by the way.
He didn't save you.
You
Well,
just
all of you
Garrett-
did.
gotta hit
Garrett-
it through the.
I'm
hand it
like
through a
facing Cornelia towards whoever they're she's speaking
Yeah.
to.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got trust.
hole. Okay, you guys.
Pretend
You
to
guys
drop
make
it.
it back. You guys make it back to the estate. The town is kind of a buzz. People, you see people kind of flooding into that area, just looking for any kind of like insight or rubbernecking they can do. And you guys make it back to the estate.
Fantastic.
Great.
Turn Cornelia around to. Where do you want to go?
Does this just go away, or
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to find someone to fix you.
And Rasma kind of looks at you, Cornelia. At your situation.
I'm holding trust right next to.
Yeah. I
Have
can
any-
try. I'm not
Oh,
entirely sure what I'm capable of yet. I know that's not incredibly reassuring, or reassuring at all on any level.
That's not me.
But
wait. Okay. I like where you're going with that.
Okay, we do.
Was
draw
there not-
straws?
Well, no. Was there not another stone guy in the rubble back there? I mean, I don't know how much of him's left, but we could see if you could turn part of him back into not stone.
Experimental
Actually-
innocence. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good idea, but it's not a bad idea. Well, it's not like a
Ethical idea?
that. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah,
I was
it's
looking
not
for.
an
Thank you,
ethical
Bob.
idea at all.
Ethical.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
trust
feel
before we
little-
before we left the building, James, can I say that? Oh, Day's here.
Dang, I should have
Oh,
said it before.
trust you woke up.
oh, everything's all.
Trust, if
Everything's
you
all
have no
broken.
objections, maybe you could go first. Okay, go.
I like the broken screen. That was good.
Everything's
Okay, go,
broken.
go, go.
How do I
Go,
make
go,
this
go,
work?
go.
There we go. Ish. No, that's not much
We
better.
have we have a panic screen for this, James.
Panic.
It doesn't matter.
Hello, everyone.
Panic.
He uninstalled the.
I mean, that's not the panic screen that I was thinking of.
Hi, Day. Hi.
I mean, he looks pretty panicked.
There we go. And as you guys are talking, Trust, now back at the estate
up.
after being turned to stone, Trust, barely able to move her head left to right just a little bit and mostly just her eyes, wakes up from her tired
Oh
slumber.
yeah, that's what happened last time.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right?
I was like, stop messing with me, James. I was like, oh no, wait, that happened. I'm so sorry.
Good.
And Rasma is kind of taking a look at you, Trust, and Cornelia at your situation. And while you were sleeping, he had offered to attempt. He doesn't know the maximum capabilities of his newfound powers with the oath and such, so he's offering to try some stuff and experiment, but
True love's kiss.
Try some stuff. That's very
Yeah.
nice.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we did offer to do it on a total stranger first.
Did you fart on me? Did you try that?
No, I can. I can. I just slowly back up and just lean right against.
I'm like holding you right now, so I just like.
Do it.
No, I don't. But I think about it.
Good.
I had said maybe we should try to reanimate some maybe dead person that's over in the, rubble. Just to see. As a tester.
Maybe
Send a
dead
Greer back.
person.
We were discussing the ethics of that.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's even necessary. Really,
Don't ask me. Don't talk to me about ethics. You know where I stand.
Yeah, we know. Well, then you can go first. All right, have at it, Raz.
What is Raz doing?
No, Raz.
Raz.
It's a different.
Raz.
It's a-
I was like,
yeah.
please
Razma.
don't kiss me, Rezik. We have trust issues already.
I stop leaning over and I go back to what I was doing.
Oh my god.
Oh, fantastic.
Can I try cure wounds on myself? Has anyone tried cure wounds?
I don't think you can move.
You can't
friend.
move.
Yeah, but I'm
So
tight.
if there's any somatic
I'm
components
sorry.
at all,
Didn't you say my head wasn't in stone?
but you need a hand free
No, then.
somatic verbal components. There's no question on your ability to use verbal gestures.
Very
I whip my
loudly.
spell back and forth, I think, is what.
Hop out of stone, get my swag on. I don't know.
You can't cast a spell by touching your tongue to your face. It has to be a hand.
Somatic components are you need a hand free to do the somatic
A
components.
hand free.
We got the soldier boy. We got whatever that is.
Whip your hair back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you said.
That was the rest of the
I know what
song.
tension is on with the heart.
The song no one, the part no one else knows.
Yeah. Yes.
By our powers combined.
And I learned it on my ukulele once, don't you?
Aw, I missed you guys.
Aww.
Wow.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure, whatever, try it!
Bold.
Let's see if it works.
Well, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so let me experiment just a little bit to make sure
Should we
that
stand
I don't,
back?
well, I don't kill you.
You need a rock? Don't
And
kill me, yeah.
I'm trying
You
to rock
see-
back.
Rasma kind of kneels down and he's looking at you, Trust. And Trust, by the way, we had noted that your earring has gone missing because
Right.
one of the gnomes had taken it, and he kind of looks at your ear. We're gonna have to get that earring
Filthy
back.
gnome. Yes, I liked it very much, thank you.
This is why we can't have nice things.
And he leans down and he puts his
Not my
hand on your boot,
It was
and
On your what?
Boot.
Boot.
With a T.
boot. I made a very harsh T. Hand on the boot.
Boop.
He grabs your rack and he starts casting a spell.
Almost as good as the wine racks in the kitchen. like we need a rat comparison.
By the way, if anyone watched the whole Miley Cyrus New Year's party, she was definitely wearing Trust's jumpsuit at one point.
Nice.
This is true. She won.
That's sick.
Oh.
Track check.
As he's
Also,
touching
she
your
passed
boot.
that. She passed that save. She rolled that save
Oh,
and
yeah. She
killed.
really
She
did
rolled
roll
that save.
I'm gonna kill it.
She just barely rolled it, but she got it.
Got it.
So yeah,
All
he
right,
touches
James,
my
you were
boot.
saying something?
He touches your boot, and he starts to chant under his breath while holding some kind of charm attached to a necklace on his person. And his hand slowly starts to glow brighter and brighter. And over a couple of minutes, you see that glow begin to kind of move all over Trust's stone body. And after a few minutes, he pulls his hand off. All right, well, I think I've identified what's going on here, but I might need a few of you to help me with this, if that's possible. So,
How can we help?
we need to reconstitute the stone as we turn it back into flesh. Now, part of that will be we need to hydrate the parts of Trust and Cornelia. We also cannot
very
have
Austin Powers.
cannot have them touching the ground, so one of you will need to suspend them in the air. And Rezik, it would help me out if I could tap into some of your stores of energy.
Sure.
Just gingerly touch tips.
Can't touch the ground, but can touch other surfaces, like for instance
Well,
hands.
We're
Or is that bad too?
reconstituting into flesh. And this is all theoretical, of course. So you'll forgive me, Trust, if there are any discrepancies in my observations. But we're reconstituting, so I think flesh should be fine. You might even have better, well-moisturized hands after you're done.
Wow. It's like a spa treatment.
Exactly.
All right. A mud bath.
Who would like a manicure?
What's that?
I'd raise my hand, but
I stare at
So-
Rezik.
I mean, I would, but I think he means more of.
Well, yeah, that
Trying to
actually
cure
could
them,
work out,
but-
Rezik. If you were holding them, then I could just... You could send the power through into the spell.
Yes. Sorry.
Your words.
Okay, yeah.
And Kelwise, if you could, supply a fine mist that I could use. Or maybe we should get a tub of water. Pup, could you
Yeah, we're gonna need
ask
water.
for a large tub
Mist.
of water?
Mist.
Yeah. Does someone want to take this? It's Trust. I've been holding Trust this whole time.
This is very
By her neck or
You
Like
hold,
her waist.
And Rezik,
Wait.
Was
Rezik,
that an option? I just grabbed Cornelia by the neck. How's it feel?
No,
Okay.
just like freaking, just like palm the top of her head like a basketball.
Oh God.
Rezik, give me a...
maybe not Rezik. Maybe not Rezik, and I take her back.
yeah.
I'm just gonna lean you up against the wall. I think that's probably better. And I very gingerly lean her up against the wall.
I think I'm supposed to hold one of them, but
Maybe
Sure.
you only touch her when it's time.
okay, sure.
You have a history after all.
Yeah.
I guess. Yes.
I can go first.
You're muted.
I'm just loudly sighing. I'm like,
And it's this very
I just
hollow
scream.
sound. Almost like it's
I just
coming out of
scream.
like a cavern.
A bucket of water.
And then I just walk away giggling to get the bucket of water.
Make sure it's
Okay.
water.
And Pup, you find a servant pretty quickly who immediately like walks up to you and shows you where there's a big tub, almost like a wash basin, and fills it up with water and helps you carry that into the
Cool.
room. So there's this huge, maybe 3-foot wide wash basin.
Getting Fantasia
All right.
vibes over here.
So here's what I'm
I
going
got
to
the
try and
water.
do. I'm going to try and reverse this spell while pulling in elements of moisture to reconstitute the stone. And I also need an incredible amount of magical energies to do this. So Rezik, if I could use you, or at least use your help, and any other means you have.
Sure.
Stores of energy, magical energies. This could help.
Yeah, of course. Whatever I can do to help.
All
Can
right.
help too.
Cornelia, I
Wow.
I appreciate the sentiment, but well, I guess you could help if you wanted to go first. We could try it with you first.
She says leaned against a wall,
Oh no, I got her.
Yeah.
I'm sort of moving
shaking
her
you
in what I
around.
think she might be saying,
Getting dizzy.
how she might be. Can I help you? Any of you?
Do I move that much while I talk?
You can move like
I think so.
maybe an
Whoa.
inch left and right. Yeah. All right.
So,
well,
anyways,
let's give it a try, shall we?
Stop it.
Let's give it a go.
And he.
The old academy try.
All right. So someone hold trust over this basin.
This is very weird.
It's
Don't pee yourself.
I can try to hold trust and do things at the same time.
Well, Kelwise,
Alright.
I'll need you to concentrate on the water.
Okay, then I got the water.
Razik, pick up.
You said a mist? You needed a
all
mist?
right. I'm going
Oh, a steady
to
stream,
pick
a
up.
steady stream of water flowing into the
Stream,
spell.
I can help
You
you.
won't see my
We're going
hand.
to attempt. What we're going to attempt is a multiple part spell. Where we're all going to need to work in conjunction. So you need to
Alright.
stand by, Kelwise. Rezik also standing close
Standing
by.
Okay.
I need you to feel
I'm
the
going to
spell. I
now-
cannot explain.
Why are we not
What's gonna happen?
experimenting this on Cornelia first?
Because you said you wanted to. You said
Alright.
trust me.
Use the
or
dead
something
guy.
like that.
Right.
I
thought
said
we
the
was-
dead guy would be fine. I don't know.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm picking
well,
up trust now. Picking trust up.
Don't mess up
Alright.
my hands. I need them
Hey,
to play my
don't
music.
touch her right there. Oh.
All right.
Pinky's
Watch
out.
it, pervert.
He
Pinky's
goes
out,
off and
alright.
he puts both of his hands on your boots, Trust, and
Bootstraps.
his eyes turn this like almost shimmering light blue gold color as his hands put themselves on you. And Rezik, you can feel this spell being cast, and you feel there's like a big overwhelming emptiness kind of filling the air.
That's my soul.
And you feel like the spell your years of doing magic, you can tell like when a spell is going to require an incredible amount of energy. Even some of the grand mages from the commission would write these huge spells and in your mind like required incredible amounts of just this force and life force to bring these things about all at once. And this spell kind of seems like something akin to that grand design of those high level spells. And
All right.
and you can feel that there's definitely an empty portion. And while Rasma has an incredible amount of presence in this magic, it seems like there's a lot. It's like he needs just that force to flow into him. And you feel that emptiness. As Kelwise, you feel like the spell is starting up, but you don't get necessarily a sense of what's going on yet.
Is it time yet?
So what are you doing, Rezik?
Well, I mean, this isn't a practiced, choreographed spell. So I'll just do what I think is best, and I will listen to the words he says while he's chanting, and I will try to, in my mind, think of those words over and over again, and then just try to let any bit of magic I have join that spell if possible.
Okay. How many spells do you have left? Spell slots.
I have 3 first level spell slots, and also
Okay.
I have Eva, which is 3 slots, or 3 Eva slots, so whatever that does.
Okay. Yeah, how much of that do you want to use up? What are you putting into this spell? Because that's the magic you have left, right?
Yeah, I'll put, I guess, 2... I don't know, I guess 2 slots. I mean, it's a second level spell is pretty powerful, so I guess 2?
2 level 1 slots?
Let's just do 3. Fuck it. 3. I'm doing 3 level 1 slots, and then I have Eva still, so I can use that for Cornelia later if I have to.
Okay. So you put
If
3
you
level
have
1
to.
spell slots into this worth
I mean,
of
I don't know
magic.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Ooh. And he latches onto that, and he almost sucks that, and it flows into the spell as you start to see this weave of different strands of light start to swirl around. And as your magic leaves your body, it almost filters through Rasma and into this spell. as you start to see like almost like knitting starting to form all around Trust's body, almost like a blanket made perfectly to fit. And this blanket starts to squeeze down on Trust, and that's when, Kelwise, you start to feel this intense amount of dry space. The air starts to dry out all around Trust, almost like you can smell dust in the air. And you can feel that kind of pushing through. Roll me a survival check to try and connect with this, and then fill in all the gaps and push this water with your spell in. And roll with advantage since you have the golden conch now.
That's a 17.
A 17, yeah. You can feel it, and Trust, maybe for the first time in a long time, you can start feeling your toes wiggle just ever so slightly, but painfully. You wiggle your toes, and you just start to, you hear these cracking sounds as if your bones are cracking from like a long period of unuse.
Is that bad?
Yeah, and you don't know, and you just keep feeling. And over maybe the next 15 minutes, the three of you slowly start reconstituting Trust. And even when your body kind of is free of this stone, Trust, you feel very, very, very weak.
The whole time it's happening, I'd like to make like really pain. Does it feel like anything?
It's like,
first of all, does it hurt?
Like it doesn't necessarily hurt, but it feels like a piece of like tape is being slowly just peeled off your skin. Not painfully, just like peeled away.
Okay, but the whole time I'm gonna look Cornelia in the eye and just be like, ah! Whole time, not breaking eye contact.
Roll a deception. Roll me a deception check. Or performance, whichever one's better.
Performance, because I'm a bard. Okay, hold on.
You're just like, make it stop! No! We're killing her! Freaking her out.
19.
As you're doing this, you see tears start to flow
I literally started to cry from
out
laughter.
of Rosma's eyes as he's pushing himself into this spell.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, can I wink at him so he knows it's not real?
His eyes are closed and his hands are down, and he's concentrating everything he has in the spell. And you can see just big beads of sweat, big beads of sweat mixing with his tears as his eyes are just starting to flow down him as he pushes as hard as he physically can, exhausting every bit he has inside him.
Wait, but does Cornelia see?
That's up to Dresden. Dresden, how are you holding Cornelia?
What is the most advantageous way to increase the fear that might happen? That's what I'm doing.
I don't know, like that thing where you take a child and just be like, whoa, whoa, like vertigo on top of the screams.
Just hold him upside down.
Yeah,
Shake him violently. Shake the baby.
Yeah.
Or you're like covering her eyes, but like not enough.
Oh,
no!
man.
Yeah, we talked about this.
You've been holding on so long that you're so exhausted.
Dresden
My
just
eyes, so I see nothing.
Dresden just puts a bag over Cornelia's head.
Well, I'm still making sounds so she
Trust.
can hear me.
Yeah, and it's a long process. And Kelwise, you feel the strain. It's a very delicate process where you're feeding enough water to every part of the spell that needs it, and you feel like very astutely that if you didn't provide maybe enough moisture into the right spots, it could crack and break.
That's
and
my
pieces.
sister's new puppy. Sorry about that.
Why was there a cute dog?
Cute.
That's my sister's new puppy. The camera automatically goes to the last photo you took.
Oh, I got it was something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God it was that, huh? Yeah.
That's a different SD card. My mostly fans
So we
has
thought.
a different.
Smart.
Yeah,
I really though.
just for pits.
Yeah, just for mainly feet. What was it?
Pit stop.
Anyway,
Stop.
I just if Cornelia's not affected, I'm gonna stop. I'm trying to mess with Cornelia. And
It's
if
hard.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm trying to
hard to
help.
tell. It's hard to tell because Dresden's like, whoa.
Well, no, I'm not trying to wave her around. I'm trying to, like, if she's putting on a convincing performance, I'll just slowly start putting Cornelia just like right into it. Just
Okay.
really just see the terror.
Okay. What was your roll? And Cornelia, roll an
Me?
insight check. Yeah.
19.
Trust, what'd you get? 19 for performance? Cornelia, roll me an insight.
Nine.
So, Cornelia, like, you've seen Trust do a lot of these things and perform and be ridiculous, and you're pretty sure that this is just an act, but in the back of your head, just in the deepest confines of your brain, you're like, I don't know, there's that spark of doubt in your brain.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do it the whole. I'm just gonna do it at the start. I'm not gonna do the whole 15 minutes, and then I'm just gonna. I'll stop, but I'll just stare at Cornelia like.
I counted the minutes that the pain goes away.
I like to imagine the whole room is emotional and there's tears just coming down everybody's cheeks. It's like, oh, poor Trust. Oh no.
Oh,
Where do you
We're all
stand,
worried
buddy?
about
Dresden, do you
down our
think there's
cheeks.
another
What are you
way?
talking about? Where do your tears come from?
You said
I
out
knew
of your.
there's another way.
No, down your cheeks.
So that stone
Like an
eventually
anime
Point.
character.
recedes all the way back up to your throat, and you feel the last bits of that poison
You need to do
seep
this
from you, and then, Trust, you feel this big pressure in your lungs as this greenish smoke into the air. All that poison that was in your body, in your cells, expands out into the sky and dissipates. And you feel weak as Rosma kind of falls to his knees, exhausted, and
I want to
Trust, you're
collapse
free.
and hug him. Just like,
Okay. And he
Thank you.
still. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's
They're on
okay.
you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It really wasn't that bad.
You're very brave, Trust. You're very brave to have endured all
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Thank you so
It sounded
much.
very painful. I apologize.
That
I'm
sounded
not,
horrible.
I wish I could have done this in a less painful way. I
Oh, it's
just.
okay.
Maybe you'll get better at it.
Second time's a charm, right?
And Kelwise, you notice like the majority of that giant water basin is gone. You used up
Yeah.
like a bunch, like gallons and gallons and gallons of this.
do I need to refill it?
Oh yeah, a lot more.
Okay.
The cleaner, the better. Yeah, I'll help.
Unfortunately, I think
Trust. Are you sure you're okay? Do you need like a blanket or a cane? It sounded so painful. You might need need some help walking from now on.
I mean, I feel weak, but there's no pain. There's no pain. I'm just.
Oh,
weak.
you're so
I'm very-
brave. You're so brave. Oh.
You need a nap, Rasma? It looks like you need a nap. For a while.
I don't know if I have enough energies inside me to do that again so quickly.
Oh, no, that's okay. We can wait.
Can we? Cornelia, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Can
no.
we? Yikes.
Oh, shit. 5.
5. You've noticed, like, and it wasn't a big thing, but it was hard to breathe just because you're encased in this stone. But it's like your lungs, you can feel your lungs are almost a little sore from having to be like this, and it you can only assume it's gonna get worse and worse as time goes on, as you're locked into this weird state halfway between stone and flesh.
Right.
So now,
Well, if
You got a concerned look on your face, kid. Now.
Cornelia can last until the morning, I might be able to try again. But
So not now.
How do you feel,
Well-
Cornelia?
Not
Not now? Not good.
Does anyone?
Now.
Did anyone see
He's-
him do that? Like maybe Trust, you can copy what he just did.
Can Zakesta do juice?
Wait, what about? Has anyone asked Erica Karate if she can help?
Oh yeah.
She's like
She's
Well,
found.
Eric Karate has no magic anymore.
Oh right. He's
job.
exhausted, right? Like cure wounds wouldn't do anything on him, right? He's just tired.
yeah, it seems like he's just spent up a lot of his energy.
Like a rejuvenating quickie or something.
Is there like a
How
sauna
about-
around?
How about Dresden? Why don't you get us both some tea since we're very weak? Why don't you leave and do
Well, because
something?
I'm holding this one.
Put her down and go get us some tea.
Gently.
You think tea would help?
Would
She
you
could
have any
die.
restorative tea, Rasma?
Not magical restorative tea.
Any healers?
Can
Well, that was a good question. Yeah,
Can
can
Zakesta
Zakesta
do-
or Agreer
can
do
she?
this?
Do we know anyone else that's got juice?
Affinity, but I don't know that she would be able to craft this spell as I have. I think
Can she just lend you?
she could lend me the
You-
power, but I need to. I don't know
Can
if
I
it would
lend
be
you
enough.
the power for healing myself? Because
That might be
I
dangerous.
wouldn't. I feel so weak right now. I don't think it would help. You'd be really. Are there any dying people around? Can I take a soul? Help out?
Yeah, check the mansion. Is
Over
there
a
any, are there any
straw.
dying people?
I mean, there were a
The
bunch of
restaurant.
people who were
maybe a servant
injured
that doesn't really want to live anymore.
and taken to some kind of hospital who were injured in the collapse of the restaurant.
Okay,
I'm
no.
not going to the hospital. That's not what I meant.
Could go to the local
Death
hospital
over
and check it
here.
out, and yeah.
Trust Black.
Can we take a vote?
All right, everybody. It sounds like tonight's not the night. You have to wait tonight. I'll attend to Cornelia tonight,
Well-
make sure that they're okay, and then tomorrow we'll try again with Rasma.
You need to do like a sleep, or can you just like take a nap?
I would need a full
Me?
night's rest.
Oh,
Oh, you need to sleep.
oh.
Okay, never mind.
I don't think we've tried a cure wounds spell yet. Should we? I mean, maybe it'll help.
Nerd.
Couldn't
Maybe
hurt, right?
buy a little time.
Yeah.
Sure,
Make
yeah.
my lungs feel better.
Like a Band-Aid?
Yeah. Can Kelwise and I put our two together for like a stronger
Your powers combined.
powers combined?
Yeah. If you both want to try and cast at the same time, both of you roll a performance check. Both of you.
Performance check. Might be my first performance check.
So stupid.
I am not
Nah.
a performer. Oh no, that's a 19 actually. I did all right.
I got a 15.
A 15. So you guys kind of pull your. What is a dual combined cure
I'd
wound
like to
spell
hold
look like?
hands.
Yeah, I think we're all
Can we
holding
hold
hands.
Can we hold hands like this, and then Cornelia's between us?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Adore.
This man's spinning.
As you hold them, and Dresden holds Cornelia right in between you two, as you cast this spell together, and it feels very, very, very powerful, as if the spell becomes more pure and uninhibited when you combine your spells together. And Cornelia, you feel incredibly rejuvenated. Now, this doesn't do anything to the stone around your body, but you do feel this incredibly strong healing aura surround you.
It's working.
Wait, it's in our lungs? What if she smokes the ganji again?
No,
Last time.
Well, the
absolutely
Ganji's
not.
Stoned right now too. It's on me.
Stoned enough.
But last time she smoked it and it got that out of her lungs. You don't think it's the same?
I don't think that's healthy. You think you
Alright,
can
I
make
was
it to the
just-
morning?
That's
a
not
circle.
helpful.
That's both and neither at the same time.
I think we're just gonna have to like take turns. We'll all watch Cornelia. We'll make sure Cornelia's okay, and if like something bad starts to happen, we're just gonna
We
have to
get
go
the
wake
Donji.
Rosma up.
Oh.
Or that.
Yeah, I guess.
Are there any medical books in the
Yeah.
libraries?
I mean, do I know anything? I doubt it.
I mean, this is like something so strange and weird. I mean, obviously, like curing the lungs, and you can pretty easily tell that the lungs are just the lungs have no room to go. So as they're expanding, they're just being pushed against the wall and then expanding back. So it's like just kind of pushing all of her organs all around in her body.
All right, well,
What time is it right now?
It's pretty early, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at this point.
All right, well, let's set up a little space in the study, and I'll hang out there and have a little sleepover, and we'll just all watch over Cornelia tonight. That's all I can really do right
Yeah.
now, unfortunately.
Yes.
You're gonna have to feed me, guys.
Sure.
Can you eat?
Okay.
Probably
Are you
best
hungry?
if you didn't
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
some
or
broth?
drink anything.
seems like a
you
bad
wanna
idea.
Fill up the
Is there,
space
like-
anymore.
The last thing I want you to
Can I,
do is
like, swish
drown,
it
not
around
being
in my
able to
mouth?
swallow.
Can I just chew it and then?
Spit it out.
Are you hungry? Can you even? Are you even hungry? You're just saying things.
I
If I
don't
turn you
know.
upside
I just
down, does
feel
that
very
help at all?
lost. Oh.
Is there like
nice?
Does it feel good or bad?
Okay, wait. As you're holding her upside down, I'm gonna try to tickle the bottom of her feet.
Mm.
Anything?
Anything?
And Cornelia, yeah,
This is
you don't
science.
feel anything on the bottom of your feet.
I'm falling asleep on Rasma.
Okay.
Oh.
Not helpful.
I'm snoring. No, I'm not.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's super helpful, guys. All right, let's get going here. Let's set up an area. Let's go. Gotta rest, right?
Okay.
Alright.
And you guys
Right.
set up like a little area in the study to make sure that Cornelia's comfortable as she can be. And
Sleeping like a rock.
Like
I
a
don't like
rock.
it. I don't like it, but I respect it.
No.
No. All right.
Oh.
so Cornelia, Rasma dismisses himself, saying he'll be back when he's restored kind of his magic, as he's just feeling empty, not physically but spiritually.
Did he just drop me on the ground? I was asleep on him.
Yeah, no, he
It takes to his
offers
bed,
he offers I mean,
He resigns you.
you've,
Was you
you've seen
Or did we all witness him?
He completely betrays my trust.
he
You play one practical joke, and now
Go back to clown school, Rezik. You're doing it wrong.
Rasma,
So good.
pretty exhausted, kind of offers to walk you to your room, Trust.
Okay.
we're staying in the study. Okay, well, I guess they're going to.
Us. We need to sleep. Do you mind?
She was stone. He's
Alright.
not even strong enough to carry her.
I'd like
And
hold
then-
his hand and like sleepy
Yeah.
like child's walk.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes you to your room and he retires to his and falls asleep. Now, what do you guys, the rest of you down there, you're just
Wait. You're going so fast. Before, as he drops me off, I just want to like hold his hands and be like, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you.
Of course. I'm sorry that I brought you there. I feel very
It's
responsible for this.
It was good intentions. Those goblins, or those, what were they? No,
Gnomes?
gnomes. Those gnomes were unexpected and little shits.
Well, gnomes tend to be very unexpected. And on occasion, little shits.
They're often little shits.
Yeah. But there's some charm to it.
It's
Right.
true. It's true.
A little
Yes,
bit.
very true. They can
I think
be
we'll
very
remember this in many years and laugh. I hope. Depending on how
Don't keep them up, Trust.
Cornelia goes.
I'll make a song about it. It'll be
There you go.
MinusOneCHA.
Hello.
Good night.
Bid you good night. And he bends down, takes your hand, very politely. It seems like he's been restored a little bit. He musters up his leftover energy and physical might. Gives you a very pronounced bow, kissing your hand,
Thank you, Sam.
and he retires back to his bedchambers.
And I just faceplant into my bed.
The four of you left downstairs with Cornelia. What does your setup look like? What are you guys doing?
I don't know. Do we build a little fire under to keep her warm? How do we?
Well, you know, it's the study,
know,
and we're just gonna
actually-
put like some.
Try that, maybe. Can I feel fire?
What? No, we're not experimenting on your stone body.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, someone take a watch. The rest of us will sleep.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's a sleepover. We're just gonna set up pillows and blankets, and maybe even a little pillow or like blanket fort or whatever, and then just watch over
And like
Cornelia.
starts building a fort.
Can I like very I want to slyly cast minor illusion to like have her on fire.
Well,
I
minor
wanna
illusion is like still
Don't get
kind of
injured.
images. So to make minor illusions move, you'd have to like cast the fire kind of over and over and over again. Roll me a Arcana
It would
check.
be like dropping frames though.
Roll me an
like in a
Arcana
video,
check.
because it would be
just
like
stop
yeah.
motion.
Oh, I know.
Money.
But from a
Just
distance,
blinking.
you could kind of give the illusion of like heat or steam and like a slight flame. Roll me an Arcana check. Let's see how well you do sculpting this minor
14.
illusion.
I rolled a
14.
15 minus 1.
So the illusion, while it's not a flame, if someone were to just glance, Cornelia's head looks like it's on fire for like the first couple seconds.
Mhm.
And Cornelia, you wouldn't be able to really see it because it's kind of like above you.
on my
You
head?
can't really move your head.
No, wait. Because I thought she was laying down. She said we should light her on fire after she's being
Stand
put
by.
down.
Oh, I thought
I'm
she
like,
was just
pretend
standing.
that she's on fire.
Ah, okay.
Or would
So-
we not lay her down like a little?
You know, we
like a
laid her
little
down.
Yeah,
campfire?
we laid her
Yeah.
down. Yeah, for sure.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
We laid her
If you don't
down
say it-
nicely.
if
had
you
a
don't
little
say it, it
pillow,
didn't
we had
happen, all right?
blankets.
Lay me
Yeah.
down.
I'm making her into a little campfire, like on her belly, like a little fire.
okay, yeah. So like a little fire spouts out onto her belly.
You want to
Yeah.
be set on fire, right?
Like really good.
Yeah, I make the illusion of a stick with a little marshmallow on it. Oh, this is great. Thanks, pup. Ah.
Oh, I thought you
How-
guys were gonna thought that was gonna be real.
No, it looks very real.
You
it looks
do not
super
get
real. Sorry, it's just years of making illusions. I can kind of tell when things aren't. It looks very good though. It looks really, really like it looks like I could, if I touched it, I would burn my hand. You know, like okay, well.
Look what you did, Rizzik.
all right. I'm just gonna read.
Do you have any real marshmallows, actually?
I do actually. Yeah, 1 second. I'll get some out and prepare. Yeah, I'll actually like toast it on the actual fire for you, and then I can't
Oh,
feed you
wow.
though. We can't feed
Oh.
you. So never mind.
Can I just chew on
Back,
it?
Cornelia. No, you can smell it. You can smell it. There you go. Then I'll eat it.
So mean. I hate it.
All right.
But yeah, we'll tend to Cornelia and we'll go to bed and yeah.
All right. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take
I
first
will.
watch. Oh, Pop. Okay, Pop, go ahead.
We will.
We will. Just both angry, looking away from each other the whole time.
Cornelia, roll me a Constitution save.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay, so for the first 2 hours, Cornelia, you're feeling great and you're feeling
For 2
fine.
hours?
Nothing,
it's me.
nothing really happens. Who's taking the second watch? Cowwise?
I'll go second.
All right,
Yeah.
so Rezik, you and Pup settle down to get some sleep. Cowwise, you pop up. You see Cornelia just kind of laying.
You guys
Stone
aren't going to do anything but watch
on
me?
back. And,
We'll tend to
feeling?
while we're watching you.
And yeah. You gonna do anything, Cowwise, in this 2 hours?
Gonna see how Cornelia's feeling first. Hey, how you doing? You okay?
I hope I'm sleeping.
Do you want me to stop talking to you?
No? How are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, I was sleeping, and now I'm awake, and just didn't know if you wanted company or if you wanted to sleep. Just want to make sure you were comfortable and felt okay.
I don't really know how I feel. I'm comfortable though. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It smells like burnt sugar.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Talk to Rezik.
Yeah, well, in the morning.
All right. 2 more hours pass. Cornelia, roll me another Constitution saving throw.
16.
16. Yeah. Breathing feels a little bit more labored, but not painful. Nothing terrible happening. Who's taking third watch?
Oh,
Eeny, meeny, miny, Dresden.
there I am.
Okay. Cowwise, you head to bed, and Dresden, you get up for your watch.
It's your
How's the
turn.
patient? How's the patient doing?
Pretty good, I think. She didn't want me to wake her up much.
How do you know
Did she
she's
sleep?
alive then? Her chest
I-
isn't rising or falling.
But I hear her. Do you hear the faint snoring? Just
Have you just been like keeping your head like inches from her face the whole time?
maybe.
Okay.
Is that
yeah,
weird?
No, I just need to. No, it's not weird. I mean, it's a little
No.
weird, but it's
Right.
fine. If that's
You can
what I
just
have
wake
to do,
her
I'll
up.
do it.
Like once
No,
every 20
she's
minutes and
just-
ask her.
Oh, like she has a concussion?
Well, no, she's just stoned.
Copy that. Go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
All right, Cornelia, roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Is there like a small mirror in the place?
There is, yeah, in the study. There's a couple small.
I'm just gonna
mirrors.
prop it in front of her face so that I can see like the humidity on it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't have to be that close. So if she wakes up, it's just gonna be her own face, just right there.
What'd you get,
I rolled a
Cornelia?
13.
A 13. Yeah, you sleeping soundly through the night.
Okay.
Last watch is up. Who are you gonna wake up?
Who hasn't been? Oh, those morons took a double watch. I'll just stay up.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, you just stay up. You're like, all right, whatever. You stay up for the rest of the night. Cornelia, one more Constitution saving throw.
Fuck this up.
Oh, shit.
No.
Natural one.
A natural one.
You had one job.
So,
One
Dresden, you
job.
notice Cornelia's sleeping, and towards the morning, you know, like, Rosma's got to be getting up soon. You start to hear just the
Better.
slightest.
I can't hear anything, but I'm assuming it doesn't sound good.
You hear this wheezing breath, like labored breath, start coming out of Cornelia. It's nothing too. It's alarming for sure, but it doesn't sound like her lungs are collapsing in or anything quickly.
Well, no, they're stone. They're not gonna collapse at all. I just elbow Reds. Wake up, buddy. Wake up.
What's up?
Hey, go get Rosma now. I don't give a
Good
fuck
morning.
how sleepy or tired he is. Now, go get him. Now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. I just like trip over things. Oh God. Okay.
Trips over stupid pillow fort.
I literally like crash into it. It's like on my face. Oh God. Oh God. I get out of there. I keep running.
Everyone
All right.
remain calm.
I knock on the
You're
door.
going to Rosma's door.
Rasma, wake up.
So you're gonna knock on the door. Okay, so you walk over and knock on his door, and another door down the hall opens up, and you hear this voice. Finally, Dresden, are you? And you see Zakesta kind of pop her head out.
Oh, dear reader.
She looks at you. Ignore what you've just seen.
I'll send him your regards. All right.
And
Zakesta,
Razma like throws open the door. What's wrong, Rezik?
Cornelia is breathing, not well anymore. We need your help immediately. Help, please help.
I suppose it's now or never. Let's do this. And he goes down.
Pup, water. Go get water now.
Water, please.
Oh, we got the
basin
water
full.
last night.
Oh, we did, huh?
Yeah, is it fresh still? I don't know. Is there flies in this place? Do something.
Let's do this again.
All right.
That was okay.
My
Cornelia,
relationship.
We have a
fine.
long rest.
Someone
Cornelia-
get Trust. Trust has juice, right?
I apologize, Cornelia, about the pain.
Does my juice count?
Yeah, you've got juice. Okay, I'm the only one without juice. I go get Trust.
Do we have a long rest, by the way?
Yeah, you guys have all gotten a long rest at this point. Yeah.
Tight.
So Razma, hair disheveled and a little out of sorts, but much more spring to his step. Puts his hands, Cornelia, on your boots. Someone needs to hold Cornelia.
I got it.
All right, Rezik, I will be tapping into you, and Pup, if you've got juice, as you say.
By the way, I smashed Trust's door open and grabbed Trust and just start bringing her down. Hopefully she's dressed.
Roll me an athletics check. Because there's Trust. Would you lock? Would you lock your door?
Isn't it?
Would you lock your door?
Last night, no, I was too tired. Usually, yes, because of Rezik.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh my God.
You awaken to the sound of just this door just open.
No time. Come on. I grab her wrist.
I'm like,
Just wailing
and
behind.
Dresden's running, and yeah, the resistance and the force is like, Trust, you're not allowed even touching the ground. You're just kind of waving
Just
behind
flying
Dresden.
along.
As he's
Anime
running down the
physics.
stairs. Yeah. And Cuckoo, you hit the ground.
Ow.
Razma has started just the very beginnings of his chanting, and he holds his hands. Kelwise, roll me another survival check. And what are you guys all contributing to this spell?
I'm contributing a Trust.
Okay. Pop, what are you contributing?
My heart.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll
I
contribute.
mean, you could give like key points or something. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah,
kind of like
that'd
he
be-
needs like magical force. That's basically what he needs. He just doesn't
Yeah.
have enough on his own. to get
Pup
the spell
says
done.
Pup says their heart, but key points.
Okay. How many key points are you giving?
5.
5. Okay.
Whoa. All right. I'm
them
gonna
all,
give a
baby.
second level slot.
Second level slot and Trust. What are you giving?
Would it be beneficial for me to sit and play music?
You can. Yeah. You could.
Magically
You know.
infused?
You could like give inspiration to like Kelwise and
Yes, I am a
and-
bard. I can do that. I would love to contribute inspiration.
Go grab the little
Oh
lady.
my god, welcome, Dan. Yeah, I will contribute Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay. So everyone feels inspired. Kelwise, roll your survival check with
21.
inspiration. Oh,
21
then plus,
plus inspiration.
what's the inspiration? The mantle of inspiration? It just gives advantage.
Mantle of
D6, right?
Inspiration is it's a creature other than yourself, if he gains an inspiration die 1d6 for 10 minutes, can add
Okay.
to one ability check, attack, or saving throw.
So you get an extra
Plus
d6,
4.
Kelwise. Plus 4.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, 25. Ooh, and Razma rolls really well. He's fully juiced up, and all this energy. You guys feel this connection. Everyone, and even you, Dresden, you feel this connection as you're
happening.
holding,
It's happening.
as it swirls through the room. This whole bit, you guys feel a sense of camaraderie and love. It's not just the pure essence of magic, and maybe for the first time, Rezik, in your life, or maybe not, you guys feel that the power that the emotions you have for Cornelia almost being wound into the magic you're giving, into this spell. And you guys weave all of this magic together as Rosma controls it. And Cowwise, you rolled really well, and it's good that you did, because this process goes much, much faster as the stone. And Cornelia, it's hard to tell if it hurts or not. It feels really, really cold, so you can't tell if it's like a cold, burning feeling inside you, or it's just you're numb, like you've got a bunch of bee stings, but your body quickly reconstitutes, and you feel free, and your lungs kind of, for the first time, expand all the way out, kind of soar in your rib cage, and then back in as the spell ends. And Cornelia, you kind of just set back down in this little puddle of water that's left.
Guys. Trust is a wimp. That didn't hurt at all.
Yeah, I didn't hear any screaming.
I wasn't
awesome.
around to give myself inspiration, was I?
Well, you know, it was more of a crude spell the first time, last time, and now it's more perfected, I think. And, you know, everyone was doing their thing. Like, Pup was over there just, like, karate chopping and stuff, and then Cowwise was doing water stuff. It was like, we were all doing it, right? We were all helping out.
Connected,
It's great.
man. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Are you still stoned?
Yes.
Oh man. Well, I think we learned one thing: we can't ever go out to eat again. So,
No.
True.
got that going for us. I'm glad you're all right, Cornelia. Sorry I
Thank
couldn't do anything.
You carried me around like a little baby.
Yeah.
Little.
I'll go up and hug Cornelia because we were both
Oh.
died together.
Yeah, come on, let's do a
We
group
made
hug,
it.
everybody.
Group
We
hug.
made it!
Join in.
It's a little early for that, but okay.
You'd feel the love in this room,
I
right?
just very aggressively pulled Dresden in the most. Come on, buddy. You probably
Alright.
need it.
Here we are. Huey Lewis in the News starts playing. The power of love.
And while we're all hugging, I just whisper at Dresden's ear, by the way, your friend was waiting for you all night. I think she's still waiting for you. Just FYI.
Did we all hear that?
You were on a group hug. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure we do.
Shall we all go
She-
meet her?
Did she look she look mad or like good?
Looked like she'd been waiting all night. So whatever that is to you, take it as you will.
As you wish.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm starving.
Oh, that's sound. I'm famished.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll have the
Breakfast.
chefs whip up something immediately. I have some business with the ladies' men to tie up loose ends from last night. So I'll be out of the house today. But if you need anything,
Careful.
anything at all of our servants in our house have been ordered to provide you with anything you need.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Appreciate
thank you
it.
for that, and thank you for helping us with this. This was monumental. Yeah, I don't know what we would have done without you right now, with them being turned to stone. That was incredible.
Well.
Thank you.
Let's just not do it again, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
No bets.
Yeah, let's just maybe not bring our friends to places where they're going to be turned to stone.
We only eat in
That's on me.
candlelight.
I'll take that. That one's on me.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, he didn't know that wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, but then he
Thank
made
you,
it like it was our
Trust.
fault, so.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, how would you know, right? Like that was crazy. That was insane.
That's
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you rule this
crazy.
place or anything.
Yeah, it's not like you should know what's going on.
Would you all
He's
just
not
leave
from-
him alone?
He's not from here. He's from capital city like us. Or like
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, that's tough.
Let's get you some coffee, and then you can get on the road.
All right.
Yeah, and as you guys are,
Yeah.
The other
and
room.
he leaves, and as he does, Fitz comes downstairs.
Useless.
What are you guys all doing out here? Ugh.
Oh, Fitz.
Cornelia, you
crap.
smell
Fitz,
awful.
shut up. This is important. Fitz, shut up. Zakesta needs you right now.
What?
She said, send Fitz. She said something about Noblaze. Just go. Just believe me.
Oh,
So can you like
well,
do it?
you know, I've always felt a connection. The elven people have a very royal sense to them.
Yeah, but just make
and
sure you use a
she
deeper
sensed that
voice.
in me.
Time's
Use a
wasting.
deeper
voice.
voice with her because she respects people with very very deep voices, very strong voices. So
Morning
Just
voice.
shove him out the room.
morning, hello, Skesta, hello.
He kind of
Yeah.
goes back upstairs.
All right, let's get some coffee. I didn't sleep last night because somebody's took a watch together. Thanks, guys. Have we learned nothing?
Usually can do doubles.
Yeah. Well, where's the coffee?
Yeah, and quickly, you guys smell the hints of bean water wafting through the air. And very quickly,
Correct.
So much worse.
the cooks, the familiar cooks who make those incredible spreads, fire up the engines and start pumping out anything.
Bean water.
There's even like a little omelet bar where you can just be like, some of that, some of that, some of
Omelet
that.
du fromage.
Yeah. They've got egg whites.
I'm definitely getting some breakfast wine because I am.
Yeah. And the day, as it seems, the day is yours. You've got about another. It's 2 weeks and 5 days. Until your
We
boat's
just not
done.
leave the house until it's over. Huh? Anyone?
Well, about that. So, I mean, should we go and find these? What were they called again? Timbukateers? Tanukateers. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, if we get a chance to fuck it and fuck them over, absolutely.
Well, yeah. I think they deserve it at this point. Really.
Yeah. But I think we let Rosman, get the dirt on that. He'll come back and then we'll.
I mean, okay. Not to cast doubt on this entire situation, but
Mm.
Rezek and I talked to the head of the ladies' men last night, and he seemed a little dismissive. I mean, maybe it was just my perception. Rezek, do you?
I don't think he was dismissive. He seemed respectful, but he just didn't seem to know a lot of information about what really happened. So
I mean, he thought the people that attacked were like a myth, basically, and that's not a good sign, really, because they were flesh and blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. If we only
So-
caught who dropped that last one, we had one of them.
We did. It may have gotten lost in the shuffle. I don't remember.
Puppy, okay?
Pups,
Yeah, like
did you get some bad eggs?
Like, because
Yeah.
we had the whole thing wrapped up. Like that's it, right? You beat the hell out of them a little, and then they tell you what's up. Anyway,
Okay, well, I guess the thing is we could, if we wanted to, do some investigation, or we could just wait, like Dresden's saying, for them to give us information. But I don't know. I think that we'll have to do our own searching or our own investigation because they don't seem super up to par of what's going on in their own town, really. So
That's what I'm saying.
that's fair.
might be a while.
If that's what the read you got from that guy, yeah. I mean, I don't think we need to stick our necks out too far, but can't.
I
hurt
don't want
just-
to, honestly. Yeah.
No.
Can't hurt to at
If
least
we-
get a little bit.
he seemed a little mean when he was talking to you guys.
Did he?
He's kind of rude. Maybe not.
Guess I didn't get
did
that,
it.
but maybe. And I missed it. You're better at.
No. He I'm thinking about someone else. He was the shaken not stirred guy. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Well-
not forget he did offer a reward if we were to find them. I guess find them, not information, but
That's true.
Run one
The
in.
thing that I'm most worried about, Kelwise, is that they had, like they said, they had a lot of magical items, and
Yes.
we've been around, those are hard to come by. So if they each had like 3 or 5 magical items on each individual gnome, someone definitely is backing them, and they could be a very powerful individual. We have no idea who's backing them.
The little one, the like leader said that they was getting it for someone. Oh no, never mind. They said they were getting it because then they would be the most powerful and no one would mess with them. But she said that they didn't intend to use it. They just wanted to have it so that people would not mess with them.
Like a trophy?
Like nuclear weapons?
Yeah,
Kind of.
deterrence.
Okay.
What are nuclear weapons?
Oh, it's just
They're new and they're very clear.
yeah.
Very easy to
Interesting.
They're
see.
hard to
You see
see.
right
Yeah.
brand new.
Right. All right. Well, I mean, again, I'm down to do a little bit of digging and maybe try to locate the individuals that harmed us, but I don't know. I don't want to go too far and possibly get hurt even worse, potentially.
Yeah.
Have we seen many gnomes? Is there a place where they hang out? Maybe just going and chit-chatting?
Oh, there's one!
Ah,
Well, I mean,
Was it
that is
me?
true. We do have in a certain sense.
Yeah, there
right?
wasn't any place that you saw in particular that there was like an establishment of gnomes, but you know, there's a lot of. It seems like there's a lot of
How
hidden.
a group of gnomes are called? An establishment. An establishment. of gnomes.
But you know that the wandering around this town, it seems like there's a lot of little pockets of private areas that aren't exposed to the public. This town seems to have a lot of little secret societies and groups and things like that. It's a very exclusive town while being seemingly like wide open.
Hey, we have some friends who are kind of a secret group, right? We have the what were they called again? Not the Dawn Seekers, the
Sun Dreamers.
Sun Dreamers? Yeah, the Sun Dreamers. Your friends, pup. The ones that are kind of like you, but not really. So maybe they could give us info. Maybe they know some.
They might know about the gnomes.
Maybe.
Huh,
Gonna
it's
have
worth
to-
checking out.
Yeah, explore every path, really.
Also, Cornelia is you're a rogue and you're a gnome, so maybe you could ask around. I don't know.
yeah, I think I can do that.
Good.
Definitely.
They were all wearing those funny hats.
Yeah, they were easy to recognize, so I think that's good. They were like striped, right? Black and white striped hats.
Yeah,
maybe?
it was like
What is
a
red?
almost like a raccoon hat
Was
with
it
a
black and white?
long tail. It's hard to tell because
Here's-
it was in the dark.
That was red and white.
Until
Here's what bugs me though about the whole thing.
I'll
If
read
you're
it
trying to
brown.
steal a really powerful thing in a safe, why do you go in guns a blasting?
In the
And make a
middle
big
of dinner
scene.
time. Just break in when
Yeah,
no one's there. That was very...
Yeah, why don't you just sneak in? That was weird.
They wanted everyone to know
Yeah,
they
exactly.
stole it. Well, they did. They wanted everyone to know they had it.
They
did
weren't
were
very
very
vocal
vocal
to them.
About who they were, yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
correct.
true.
Okay, that makes sense.
How much more time do we have in this place?
like almost
weeks.
3 weeks.
Okay, I'd like... What if I try to get in with at the inns playing music, and maybe I can like overhear and like hear about some of the more underground things as a bard?
I mean, I always love that plan. Just going around and you perform while we kind of all just secretly ask questions around the tavern. It's like super cool. I like it.
A spin
All right, cool.
I can always just turn into one of them and see if anyone approaches me.
Ooh,
Tries to
that's
kill
a really
you.
good
And
idea.
arrest you.
I can turn into
maybe. I
the
don't know
pink
about that.
pigtails.
Mm.
No one knows she's dead. You could very well do that. What if you turn into her and act confused, like you had your memory wiped or something? Maybe someone
could-
will come find you.
I could like sit at the bar that you guys are also at and be just like sitting there and wait for someone to approach me or something.
Yeah, and then when and pretend like you've been hit on the head and you have no memory of who you used to be.
Yeah, I have Anastasia, so I don't remember anything.
Anastasia.
Anesthesia, I think it is.
This is brilliant. Yes, this
I
is
have
a very good idea.
anesthesia.
I think that's a pretty good plan.
I have
a great
anemia.
plan.
I don't remember anything.
And worst comes to worst, we get to spend a lot of time hanging out in the local bars. And I don't know about you, but
What if they have something else? Would you think they have hot chocolate? No. They probably have honey.
Some might. Yeah.
You think
Definitely.
they have jam? Oh.
Yeah.
Can we go now?
it's a little early.
You're not
I
open
mean,
yet.
it's breakfast.
I'm sure we can get jam and honey here, dear.
Yeah, I just
can we get
passed
some
the,
jam
I'm
and honey over
assuming
here,
there's
please?
honey. I just slide it
I just
across the table.
I pass hot chocolate to Pup because there's plenty.
Is there really hot chocolate?
Is there hot chocolate?
There's everything.
There is chocolate here.
There
And
is
honey.
And I put a few marshmallows in it. There you go.
Can I take them
What specifically?
out? Really cute.
Okay, there's hot. Sorry. There's hot chocolate, but is it like cocoa powder? Like what form does the hot chocolate take? How is the hot chocolate made?
Or is it like the Abuelita hot chocolate where it's like they're breaking apart?
Network, guys.
It's like
Come on.
melted chocolate, just with some
Yeah,
milk in it.
what is on the table, by the way, James? Are there
Chocolate.
any dishes
Also,
on
the
the table
chocolate,
that-
Cullen, you're the only person who doesn't like it when he describes food. So mute your mic and sit back.
It's not that I don't like it. It's that it goes on for quite a while.
dark. It's a bold,
important.
dark, high percentage of the cacao bean, and this dark chocolate is complemented with like a fresh, rich cream that is like mixed together and then boiled, and then the hot water is added while being stirred slowly. So it's got like almost a viscous, creamy quality to it, but still a bold, dark flavor.
Sounds delicious. There's cocoa beans though,
Yeah.
like just available to grab. Like I can grab a handful of cocoa beans.
The stuff that they're using seems to have been ground, but maybe in the cellars they have fresh beans.
Excuse me.
And the chef kind of looks
Waitstaff.
over at you.
Do you have cocoa beans in the cellar?
Yes.
Okay. Could we get a couple handfuls?
Get you a bag of them.
Yeah, just like a little bag.
And one of the servants rushes off, and 5 minutes later comes back with a little pouch full of cocoa beans.
And I hand them to Cornelia. Cocoa.
Coco, Coco.
Nice. Coco, Coco.
Coco, Coco.
Coco.
It's like the foster home for imaginary friends. No? Are you guys too old for that? No?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
No, I
Yeah.
actually remember that one.
Are we too old?
I love Coco.
Are we too old for imaginary friends? No, never too old for imaginary friends.
A
Oh, yeah, no.
foster's home for imaginary.
Cornelia, as you
By the way, Pup. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I can't imagine you don't like marshmallows. This is pure sugar. You don't want a marshmallow? Are you serious? My God. Have you tried one before?
And maybe in it
My
from the
God.
corner.
Mad.
From the corner,
Oh.
you hear a voice, a very familiar voice, as Ander pipes up. He slept in the kitchen behind one of the barrels. He kind of pops up. Yeah,
Don't you have a bed?
it's a texture thing, Rezik. Marshmallows are awful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like the wrong type of
Even when
chili.
they've been toasted, you don't like toasted marshmallows?
They had to like be burnt.
I'll burn them good for 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to prove to you that these are going to be. I'm just gonna,
I mean,
walk over and-
I just said that I like them burnt. Why? What do you keep proving? That I like them after I mean, okay.
He's gonna
And this
set
goes
the
around.
Fire pit.
This goes around in circles, 3 or 4 rounds, as we here at Mocha go take a break.
Is this good enough?
Yay!
We're gonna take a 15-minute break. When we come, where were we?
Cat.
Eating breakfast.
Eating breakfast. The day is yours.
Drinking.
Ander takes some booze and retires to his room.
Wait. Before you go, why were you sleeping in the kitchen?
Why
Good
not?
question.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have a bed.
Yeah, I get tired. Let's just say I had a few too many last night. All right.
I mean,
clearly you rolled out from behind a wine barrel. Like,
Mm-hmm. Not one of my finer moments.
He's gonna
But
die
man,
of alcohol.
Man,
He's just I love how
Marshmallows.
Frankie is about his alcoholism.
Marshmallows.
right? Terrible.
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
They're not ideal.
Yeah.
depends on
I
your
have like
perspective.
a whole plate, and I put it in front of public. Okay, I have every like level of burnage on the marshmallows. So try each level and see how many you like out of the 10 here. All right?
Let me see which one I like, and I just pick up the most burnt one.
No, you
and
gotta
eat it. I like that one.
That's
Fine.
the
Well,
one.
we can start from burnt to less burnt.
No, I like that one.
I go and eat the next most burnt one, and I'm like, nom, nom, nom.
see. Good.
Who wants the next burnt one?
I
You
throw
go
it at
upstairs and
Cornelia.
Oh,
As you guys are eating,
Um,
Dresden goes upstairs to change. Anything else you guys want to do while you're
Do we hear
at
screams
breakfast?
from Fitz at any point during this?
Yeah.
When I go up there, I want to see what happened to Fitz.
Surprisingly, no. Fitz is
dear.
not upstairs, or at least in the hallway.
Downstairs.
Has Fitz been defenestrated?
What?
Thrown out a
Toss him
window.
out a window.
What's the word?
It means to toss someone out of a window. And tell who is in AP history. What's that?
A push, not me.
Or who had Super Poke and Facebook in 2007.
Shut Oh my god,
Anyone?
Super Poke, get
that
out
Oh,
of
I
here.
mean, I remember that.
Remember when Facebook was
What did we decide, by the way? Are we going to-
Barely.
Neither here nor there.
Rezik, what?
We're looking into the gnome group. Oh yeah, we're going to go to a bar and have a bar.
I'm going to
Episode?
go and see if I can procure any work at any of the bars. You
No.
will all come by later tonight.
Yeah. We're gonna go too.
Merriment.
Yeah, we're gonna go too.
Can't come in one suspiciously large group for me
Yeah,
to
that's true.
audition.
She would know. I think
It's
you
true.
have to go by yourself. Yeah.
Maybe one more person should come with me just because I'm
I can
feeling
do
really,
it.
really unsafe after last night. Rezik, actually, do you want to try auditioning as like a duo with our magics? Or should I
Oh.
just go by myself?
Sure, I can. Yeah, that's fine. That sounds good to me. And I can like be a roadie and carry your stuff for you, and make you seem like you're very like people know me. I'm known, kind of thing.
You're not touching my ukulele, but you can come with me.
Right. Okay.
Rezik's
Okay.
the entourage.
So you guys
Groupie.
wander on down to the well, there's a few different districts in Caravella Town, which I will bring up in a second once I figure out how to use a computer. My problem is I put everything in very specific folders, but then I have like 7,000 folders in every single thing I do. That's not the one I want.
I guess the plan is we'll go to audition, and then everybody else will go. Like we'll have Pop go later to in disguise, right? And then everybody
Yeah.
else will come later as well. Okay.
Well, maybe while you go to audition, some of us can do some other things. We can, I don't know, ask around town, or I'll even go work on the ship. I don't know, whatever
Okay.
suits our time the best.
Is this gonna work? Boom! It works, kind of. Here we are. This is Caravella Town. If you guys can see. Oh, there we go. You guys are in the southern boroughs currently, somewhere in this area where the estate of the Edenbows is. You know that there's an imperial district, which is like a high-end business, high-class area. Lots of like art dealers and like small little businesses where you're like, one person enters that shop like a year. How did they pay for this place? And there's a lot of jewelry and such. Captain's Row, this is where a lot of the sailors go. This is a lot of bars and inns and such like that, but it's more of a common man's thing. The Scrap also has a few bars, but that's more of like an artisan and crafter and worksman's area. This area, the Scrap, is mostly like very, very blue-collar style, but more of the locals, less of like outsiders. That's more Captain's Row. Northern Boroughs is a big area, residential area. This is where the majority of the people in Caravella Town live, but there's a few bars and such in there. Longshore District is that's where that restaurant was. This is where the warehouses are stacked in lines. And this is where that cave-in kind of happened. So, with that in mind, where would you like to start, Trust? What are you looking for?
What I'm trying to do is get some work somewhere while we're here where I might be able to find out more information about those. You said this is a town of secrets or like underground groups. So I'm trying to get somewhere where like I could overhear things or like become friends with someone who would know more. So that's my goal. That's my end goal.
Okay.
So you want to go to
I would like to start in the district where everything went down last night because people closer to it would be talking and rumors.
The Longshore District is just a bunch of warehouses up here.
So the one that's closest, so guess it would be
the Scrap.
The northern.
Underneath it, the Scrap is that artisans area where there's a lot of smithies and craftsmen and such, weavers and things like that. There's a few bars in there as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start there then. If there's some bars there.
Okay. You head over to the Scrap with Rezik, and you notice once you get close, there's men and women up and about, and it's still pretty early in the morning, but these people look like they've been up for hours. And you can hear the distinct sounds of metal clanking with smiths and people weaving and making thread. There's the sound of saw blades sawing wood. A lot of shipwrights here making what look like additions for boats and things like that, as well as making furniture and all kinds of different crafting. You do find a small little tavern. It's got maybe room for 20-ish people. It's open, but it doesn't look like there's anybody in there. It just looks like the people are, cleaning tables and such inside, the proprietors. And this bird's called the Hoof.
The Hoof. Okay. I'll go inside and try and find someone. I'll talk to anyone. And just be like, excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'm a bard and I'm new here, and I was wondering if you ever have bards play later in the evenings or anything like that.
And this round woman, she's kind of squat and round, but she's got these big rosy cheeks, and she's got like a sturdy build to her. As you can tell, she's been doing this a while. She turns around with this kind of dirty-looking apron, and she looks you up and down. You tiefling?
Why, yes, I am.
You small tiefling?
Why, yes, I am.
Well, that ain't no problem, as long as you can play good. Can you play good?
I do. Would you like to hear?
Well, let's have us a song. And she goes back to just cleaning.
Okay. I'll play like a popular, well-known bar, like jaunty, uplifting bar tune.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
And I'm there literally as just backup and assistance, and I'll like make little cool shapes and stuff in the background while they're playing.
Little, like,
just
magic?
I'm very in the background.
Accoutrement. Okay. I rolled a 15.
A 15. Okay. So you start playing this very basic, well-known song that every city has their own variation on this song, and you've heard it. You've heard the lyrics in a million different ways, but everyone knows it, and you play it well. You've played it a million times, so your fingers just kind of play. You're not even really thinking about it. You just start strumming away, and Rezik, you start making all these. You start making all these flashes and lights and stuff behind, and she nods her head and then looks up at you, and then this big frown and a kind of a scowl pops up on her face. Oh, your song is good. Your song is good. It's all the magic business. I have none of that here.
Oh, sorry.
None of that stuff.
And I'm just like,
Look, I don't mind
my
magic.
dear, I
I don't mind
apologize.
it.
Not
It's
to
a bit of a
offend.
superstitious crown that comes through here, you have to understand. Right?
of course.
I mean, we know
Very well
magic's
know versed in
everywhere.
superstitions.
Yeah. It's amazing what you can
Sorry
do.
about that.
I know a little bit of magic myself.
That's amazing. Look
Can't
at
do
you.
it right now. Can't do it right now,
Of course,
obviously. Yes. But my family has a long line of magicians. Long line.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's
I'm
incredible.
sure, I'm sure it's brilliant.
Yes.
But I mean,
aware.
trust really shines either way. People adore her wherever she goes. So we don't need to use magic for this one.
Well, we don't need to adore her. We just need to hear her. Hear the music, all right? Don't play nothing fancy. Just play something simple, honest. That's all we want here, okay?
Simple and honest. I can do that.
All right. See you tonight.
See you tonight.
All right, got the gig. Sorry, I didn't know that was going to be.
Oh, me either. It's okay. It didn't hurt us in the end. It's fine.
All right. Well, good job. Good job either way. Great. So I guess we'll come back here later tonight, and you'll play, and I'll kind of ask around about what's going on with everything. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right. Sit back.
Okay, you guys head back.
Either way, I was going to. Things have been weird. You were literally stoned last night, so I didn't think it was a good time to ask you.
Sure. Yeah.
I taught you the charm person spell, and
Yes.
well, we agreed that I could take you on a friend date to get to know you a little bit better at some point. So
Right.
maybe the next few
Yeah.
days.
Sure. Why not?
Great.
We could go to somewhere nearish by we find and see if we can overhear anyone talking about what happened last night too.
Oh yes, that's brilliant. Lead the way, please.
Wait, right now.
Oh, not now? No, not now. Later.
I thought you
Sure.
were saying later, and I was just suggesting that we also do
No,
that.
you
I mean,
you have a great idea.
it's like 10 in the morning, so I don't think right now makes sense.
It was silly. All right. Well,
No, it's just a misunderstanding. It's fine.
of course. After you. Let's head back.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing while this is going on? Anything?
Feeling the awkwardness.
Or not.
Cornelia's just sitting in just a shiver.
She's like, something
runs
feeling
up her
awkward.
spine.
Somewhere an awkward conversation is being had.
All right.
I'm just gonna look for Fitz, just sort of out of like maybe I got him murdered.
About
So
you wait. You're listening, and you hear some footsteps, and a door close into the hallway, and Fitz comes out of Zakesta's room, and his head is down, and you see just
poke my head out.
almost like a little cloud over his head,
Oh,
as he's like, "Fucking, she's gonna."
I open the
He
door.
just kind of walks by.
Hey, bud.
He looks at you, and you see he knows. He knows what you did.
I open the door. Hey, come on in.
And he walks inside. She insulted me
Yeah,
for
I should chew
30
you out.
minutes
I'm sorry.
straight.
Oh my
30
God, I'm sorry.
minutes straight. I don't
All
know
right,
that there's anything left she could make fun of me for. Dresden,
Yeah, that was not.
that woman
I'm
is
sorry.
incredibly rude.
Yeah, she's kind of horrible, right? Like a little
She's
bit.
very harsh. Very harsh.
Yeah. Yeah. Super hot though. Super hot.
I don't know. It's a bit ruined.
Well, we know what you're not into now, though, right?
Being teased mercilessly? Of course not. Who
All
would be
right,
into
yeah.
that?
What do you want to do today?
What do I want to do?
Yeah.
Well, I've got training with Agria later, and, well, I heard there was a new delicatessen that just opened in the Imperial District, so I thought I might pop over and, try their goods.
Look,
What?
I feel
What are
bad.
you doing
I'll
today?
take you there. All right.
You? In the
Yeah,
Imperial District?
You think I can't? You think I can't do it?
I think you
They won't let me
could.
in?
I just think you'd end up beating half of those people to death.
No.
For their
No.
attitudes.
No. It'll be good for me.
All
What do you
right.
say?
Don't embarrass me, Dresden.
Yeah, that I can't promise.
Ugh. All right. Well,
All right.
I'll see you after my training.
Sounds good.
And he kind of storms out, still intent on showing you that he's mad.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
It's kind of
course.
like there's no gas left in his. in the storm out.
Poor guy is just being. He's gonna kill us all. Like I think I'm slowly crafting the ultimate big bad in our campaign, and I can't wait.
Since day one. Yeah, it's been slowly.
Pup,
He's the big good. He's gonna save
Cornelia,
us all.
Kelwise, you
Yeah,
guys
you
do
better
anything?
save us.
You're just hanging out,
What are we doing? Eating breakfast?
Can we?
Yeah.
Can,
still eating breakfast.
can we work on our halfling?
Yes, we can. But I need to run an errand first.
Can we work on it on the errand?
Maybe, but it's gonna have to be really, really quiet.
Okay.
What?
I mean, you want to come, Cornelia? You can come too.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so here was my thought. Ander, he just wanted up there drunky. He's probably gonna fall asleep for the next, I don't know, several hours would be my guess, just knowing his lifestyle. What I was thinking was he usually has a supply of wine sitting around, and I wanted to do something to that wine to make it taste bad. I just kind of want to almost play a little trick on him.
I can
But-
pee on it. It's sterile.
Is there anything less
Pickle juice.
pickle juice? You know what? That's a much better choice. That's a way better idea. All we
And
would
a
need to
little
do is get our
bit.
hands on quite a
A
bit of
little
pickle
bit.
juice. I'm sorry, what?
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go find some pickle juice that doesn't have pee in it, and let's sneak upstairs. We're gonna sneak into his room. We're gonna uncork his wine. We're gonna replace it with the pickle juice that doesn't have pee, and then we're gonna recork it, and we're gonna leave as quietly as possible. Like he'll never know that we were there.
Okay. I can make us really quiet. Oh no, I can't. I used all my magic.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, I think we'll be okay. I mean, we're pretty quiet anyway. I mean, he's a
yeah,
heavy sleeper. I mean, you saw him. He looked pretty haggard.
Yeah.
Still drunk.
You know what? We should also put marshmallows in it.
I don't. Wouldn't that taste
Yeah.
good? I'm going for like bad, like
He doesn't like
surprisingly bad.
marshmallows.
Yeah, pickles with marshmallows? That sounds horrible.
That does sound horrible. You know what? You're right.
And he said specifically, it woke him up. Marshmallows woke him up.
Are you trying to make it
Okay, I
seem
like-
like the wine went sour, or just so he'll wake up and
I don't know.
be like, whoa?
At this point in time, I just need him to get. I need him to start associating alcohol with bad things, because he's going off the deep end. He's going off his rocker a little bit. So
So every time he has alcohol, will make something bad happen. Like he'll fall on
Well,
something. This time, it'll
Doesn't
be
he drink
orange juice.
alcohol when bad things happen anyway? Isn't it like the source?
Yeah, but he's kind of drinking like every day, all day long, and there's just
Because
not
his
that
whole
many
life
bad
was
things
taken
happening.
away from him, and it's really bad.
Okay, yes, but I think you need to find meaning, and the meaning usually isn't at the bottom of the bottle. It's usually in doing things that are productive and make you happy, which is, how life used to be for him until the thing.
Did he like anything else besides fishing?
Bragging about fishing. He's dabbled in things. He's made stuff over the years, perhaps carpentry. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we can help him find something he wants to do. Maybe leave something by the wine after he takes a swig of the pickle juice. He's like, oh, look at this thing I could do instead. Or
Yeah, that way he doesn't just go get more alcohol because that's his only coping mechanism.
Yes. Smart.
all right, we'll
What's
keep an
better?
eye out.
Okay.
Should we put a fishing rod next to it?
Not a bad idea.
Like prop a fishing rod up next to the wine barrel.
Some fresh
Bait.
little, what do you call them? The baits?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
the baits.
wormies.
Yeah.
The worms.
Well, there's lots of different types of bait. Worms would be one. Yeah. Anyway.
Fly.
Yes. Worms would be fine.
Jiggly things. Bells. Do you guys ever use bells? That would get
No,
me.
that would scare the fish away. Usually, you want to
Oh.
go with like crickets or worms or small bugs, things that fit on a hook that
Oh.
fish would eat.
What about a butterfly?
Maybe. Never seen a fish eat a
fishing.
butterfly.
Butterfly fishing.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Worth a shot. Okay. We'll go get some bait. We'll grab his fishing pole. We'll get some pickle juice. And
That'll be it.
no,
And
I-
sneak.
I heard that.
Or what?
I heard it. And then we'll sneak in
Over
and
here.
covering your mouth doesn't mean we can't hear it.
But if you can't see it, then it's not real. Object perpetence.
What?
What? Let's go.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you guys managed. I mean, it's not hard to find all these things. The only thing is the pickle juice itself. There's a whole host of pickles in the jar with the pickle juice.
We just take
that-
the pickles
it
out.
You can.
Pour it into a cup. Pour it into. Oh, do you have one of those like water skins?
I mean, just my personal one, but I don't want to put pickles in it.
Just wrap it up.
Excuse
and
me, can we have a bag? Person working here.
Give it to go.
You want a bag?
Yeah, just like a bag that would hold liquid.
You want a bottle?
No.
Or a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Empty jar. An extra
She just
jar.
kind of hands you
Basically,
like
we're
a.
just trying to get pickle juice, but like just the pickle juice and no pickles.
Yeah, you can keep the
Oh.
pickles.
Kind of just goes into the jar, pulls out all the pickles.
Unless you have just straight vinegar,
We've got vinegar,
Or hot sauce.
like bottles of vinegar.
hot sauce.
Yeah, we should make a concoction of pickle juice and vinegar and hot sauce and
Most of those things.
You're not cooking this for
No, there's no cooking.
Rosma,
No.
Zakista.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
well, Agri would probably eat it.
really? We should get him
Good
to.
to know.
We should find out.
I don't know if he can taste.
Hmm.
Well, as long as you're not serving it to the young master,
Yeah.
I see no problem
Correct.
letting you make
No,
this
this is
concoction.
a harmless practical joke between friends, and no one's master involved.
Family, actually.
Family, really, yes.
All right. They kind of gets you all the things you need. There's no hot sauce, but there are spicy peppers, incredibly spicy
Oh, yeah.
peppers.
Yeah, let's grind them
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, and we can
Shake 'em up
steep
in
them.
there.
steep them in the pickle juice. Yeah, yeah, there it is.
Okay, so you guys make this incredibly foul vinegar, fiery concoction with pickle juice.
Okay. And then
Who's gonna try it?
the bait and the thingy. We have that? Or is his thingy already up there? His fishing
Yeah, I
pole?
imagine we split up. Yeah, we got the bait, right? Yeah, we went out and got bait.
Yes, we did. We got
Of course we did.
we have everything.
He usually keeps his fishing rod on him, so it's probably upstairs in his bedroom. Yeah, now we just need to sneak up there as quiet as we can, uncork his bottles, fill them with the stuff, no pee, recork them, and pretend like we were never there.
All right.
About a little spit.
Yeah, maybe a
I'm
little
kidding.
spit.
Oh, I was
Maybe a-
kidding. That's gross.
I mean,
It has germs. Pee is sterile.
I think the spit's a little more benign. I don't know. It's
I don't know what number that is.
the one
I
after
don't know.
8.
I don't know where that one goes.
Yeah.
But I've
Maybe
heard
a little
it
spit.
before.
Just a little
Benign
spit.
one. This one's benign?
Yeah.
Oh.
7, 8, benign.
Benign 10.
Yes.
Okay,
Alright.
you guys make this concoction. You go up to his room. Who's going in first?
Hellwise.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I
we
assume
got it.
Hellwise.
Okay, Cowboys, give me a stealth check to try and open the door and sneak into
If
his
he's
room.
gonna get angry at anyone, it's gonna be me. Okay. If he wakes up, run.
Okay.
I just turn into Hellwise just for good measure.
Oh, now there's
Okay.
2 of me.
Yeah, there's 2 of you.
I look good. I'm sorry. I'm rolling a what? Stealth?
Stealth.
That's bad. That's a 10.
A 10. The door opens and it's kind of loud. Most of these doors have been like oiled and are in nice repair. This one just a little bit kind of when you open it.
Should have spit on the hinges. Okay.
You kind of poke your head in, and it's a kind of dark room. The drapes have been covered to make sure that it's as dark as possible. And you hear your brother sleeping, not snoring, but sleeping. His on his stomach on a bed, and his hand still wrapped around a bottle is hanging just off the bed.
You think that Cornelia or I should get that one?
Yeah. Do it. Let's split up. Cornelia, take the one in his hand. Pup, take the pile over there, and I'll get this pile over here, and I'll get the bait and the rod situated. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, all 3 of you guys roll a stealth check as you move around in here.
17.
17.
Rolled like duty.
10.
It was cocked technically.
10?
Should I take the lower or the higher number? Or we roll?
It's a natural 1. If you roll and it's cocked, it's a nat 1.
Shut up. Get out of here.
19.
19. You guys managed to go around it, and it's pretty quickly that you realize, like, maybe nothing would wake him up right now, short of, like, punching him in the face. Little
Don't punch
things
him
kind
in
of
the face.
fall, you hear bottles clinking and such, but, like, he doesn't stir, not even a little bit. You pull the bottle out of his hand, it just comes easily out of his hand, and you just put it right back.
Does he have anything else in his hands?
You know, he just had the bottle in one hand, other hand has nothing.
All right.
So you guys pour all this stuff in there, and yeah, there's bottles all over the place. Most
Can I
of them
turn
half
into-
finish.
I'm gonna turn into Ander.
Okay.
And before they leave, before you leave, I want to do something. So I just want to make sure that we're done in the room.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all done. The fishing
Are we done?
pole is all lined up. It's right in the middle of the room with all of its majesties and stuff placed precariously, so you can't miss it.
Can I
So-
replace his socks too? Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Roll a sleight of hands. Let me see your sleight of hands.
Ends up being 14.
A 14. Yeah, you slip them off. Slip new socks back on. His socks haven't been changed in a while.
All
His
right.
socks are pretty grody.
Should we ring that into the bottle?
Yes.
Oof.
It's a lesson.
Oof. Yeah.
Cullen is done with the game.
It was either this or describing food. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to wring out a few drops of sock.
Oh no.
And you quickly put his boots back on because the smell wafts in this place because it's all closed up. And there was a little bit of a musky smell already because it's all closed up. And those boots, everyone put them back on. The socks, pretty grody.
Smells like home. We're walking out, pup.
Okay, I'm gonna, as Ander, I'm gonna go up to him and just whisper in his ear. Man, I miss fishing. When's the last time I caught a good fish? I sure wish that I could do that today.
Gonna try to like inception him.
And also, pup is the best. And marshmallows suck.
And you hear him kind of grumble a little bit and then go back to sleep. That's about all the reply you're gonna get. Yeah. You guys close the door. The smell now following Cornelia. Just a little bit.
Why?
The socks.
No.
You should wash your
Why?
hands.
What are you gonna do with those?
You'll see.
Oh no. No.
Okay. About the same time, Trust, you and Rezik come walking back up. And there's a little bit of a footy musk surrounding them.
Oh, you smell awful. What'd you do?
Changing lives.
All right, well, wash yourselves. Ugh. I got a gig tonight at
Great.
bar down near where we was last night. It's pretty small. The very superstitious people. So don't do anything. They don't like magic. So don't do any magic if you go.
Okay.
But I think maybe if people listen out for rumors about last night, or maybe start a rumor, I don't know. Maybe we might find something out.
Okay.
Great. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so you guys are around the house waiting for the time to perform to happen. The sun starts going down a little bit. Fitz finishes his training, and he knocks on your door, and you notice he's in very lavish, overdone clothing.
Oh. You're just for the both of us, huh?
Yes. You're going to wear that out
Should I?
into the
Should I
Imperial
not?
District. No, I should think not.
I don't have anything else, I don't think.
What about that suit they made you? With
Oh,
your
yeah.
business chinos.
Oh god, not the business chinos. Yeah, good call. I'll go change into the business chino.
Okay. And you get dressed up and you look presentable. And Fitz kind of looks at you a little bit. Starts just dabbing at your hair a little bit. Yeah. Now you look like you've not just woken up.
Great.
Now let's go before all of them are sold out.
All of... yeah, let's go.
Okay, and he leads you away. Trust, the sun's going down. It's about the time you basically show up and start kind of setting up your stuff. You get there a little bit before the patrons do, just so that way when you're bringing in there's that initial wave of people getting off work. And you'd know that in a district like this, especially like a blue-collar crafting district, like people probably start early, but then they also end maybe a little earlier before the sun goes down, because once the light starts waning, it's much harder to work. And if you're a craftsman, you don't want to mess up. So like earlier, probably better at a place like this. So you you know it's time to go. Anyone who's going with her can also head off.
All right, I'm
yeah.
leaving. Who's coming with?
I'm gonna go with her.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll go with as well.
You said it wasn't you couldn't fit a lot of people, right? But maybe we can hang out outside and
Yeah.
be useful some other way. So I guess I'll go
I think
too.
there's some other bars around too. You guys might be able to go to
Yeah.
one of the other ones and maybe hear something.
Bar hopping. Great. I'm there.
Crawl.
Which one do I go to as the girl? whose name
Probably the one that Trust is going to.
Yeah,
What's her
maybe
name
if you're gonna be her, maybe stick with us so we can
Did we get her name?
follow-
We did get her name. I thought we did.
Who?
Because I was talking to her. I
The
charmed
girl with
her.
the pink hair.
Told me her name. I thought.
The gnome.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I thought we were talking about
I was
Tristan.
like, why?
Tristan.
Okay, but you don't remember anything except your name.
My name, yeah.
Great. Maybe you found Cornelia and you've been hanging around with her.
Wait a second. If there's
What?
anyone who is in the restaurant and they recognize Pup as Tristan, then won't that be a problem? Because won't they then maybe like alert?
That's what
I
we
don't feel
want,
like-
though. We want to be led to them.
No. They'll tell.
The guards.
Yes, correct. The ladies.
All right. Well, then, if we see that happen, Pup changes into someone else, and there's no one to take.
Mm.
You have to be real sneaky about it.
Yeah, I guess the key issue
Obviously,
is I think Kelwise is saying that we want to possibly risk there being a big storm in of gods in the middle of you playing, and it ruins the entire mission, or do we want to play it safe and maybe just be someone else that looks sneaky as well instead of the gnome?
Maybe
All
try it
right.
out without Pup for like an hour or two. And
Sure,
if we're
yeah.
not getting information, then Pup can
Yeah.
turn into
That sounds
Dig
good.
Lady and go from there.
Okay.
So I start not as her. Tristan.
Yes. Correct.
So should I start it as another gnome?
Another gnome
Yeah.
or whatever you want to be.
Might be good. Yeah, maybe a gnome like Cornelia, and maybe someone will be like, "Hey, you guys into stealing things? We got
Yeah.
more gnomes that like stealing things."
Very smart.
Exactly.
Look at the big
Cool.
brains on Trust today.
I have
Cool. Well,
like,
I'll stick with Trust as their assistant, and then Kelwise and Cornelia stick together, go to a different bar, and then Pup, just kind of float around the bar that Trust is in, and kind of ask around.
I'm on it.
should we have maybe, if we're going to be gnomes, should we have a little patch with just black and white or red or whatever the colors were? Just like somewhere on us, not a hat, but
I feel like that couldn't hurt, right? Like the gods don't know everything about them, so
just be like,
Sure.
hey, what's up with them? They have the
Hey,
symbol.
or you could get in trouble for like wearing the badge and not being part of the group, though. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
That would mean
Well,
that another one of the group would
yeah.
have to go up to
Either
them
way,
and be
it's
like,
good.
"You're not allowed to wear that," and then you know that they know.
yeah, then we
Well,
all crack down on
publicity's
them.
Good publicity.
I'm on
Except
it.
with the guards.
Oh
Oh.
no, Tristan, are you so tired right now?
No,
You look
baby.
exhausted.
He needs
Oh,
a
so
nap.
Poor Dresden.
All right.
So sad.
So you guys, you guys are heading over. Pup, are you going as the gnome or not?
I'm going as the gnome. Just be like
A
The
gnome,
pink hair.
not
just
just
no, as a gnome.
Oh, as a gnome. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the 5 of you head over.
Or any of so some of the gnomes are dudes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be like
It was about half
Very
men, half
run-
women.
run of the mill
Yeah.
dude.
So the
Okay.
plan is the 5 of us are going to go to that area district, but we're going to break off. Cornelia and Kelwise in another bar, while the 3 of us go to that bar, the Hoof, and Pup's going to kind of mix in and ask questions while we kind of are near the stage.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome
maybe
back.
let's just set a time. We'll try to reconvene. A couple hours in, just see if we can share any information, just so we don't.
Yes.
lose each
Definitely.
other. Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay. So you guys head out to the hoof. Trust, you've got your ukulele. You're ready to hang out with your
I'm ready to jam.
ukulele out. And
I'm gonna rock out. Because I was a rock yesterday.
Yep.
The
That's happening.
Rolling Stones, let's go.
There it is.
All right, so you show up, and that woman's there. There's already a little bit of a crowd as she eyes you, gives you kind of a stink eye, as she's
Oh.
already serving drinks to people.
Thought I went early.
You went earlier than you would normally go.
All right. Right. Well, I'll just go get set up then.
Yeah, I guess more time to set up. That's fine. Great. And I'm going to just assist and set up and help Trust in any way I can.
I just take out my ukulele. What are you doing?
Done.
He's getting the PA.
Brushing my hair.
Putting the tip jar out.
Exactly. All the little stuff, that gets unnoticed. But all the roadie stuff.
Announcing you.
He has to carry in your half stack.
Obviously.
None of that. Oh God, bring me back.
Orange
I
half
put
stack.
up the banner that says like "Trust the Tiny Tiefling," the bod or whatever.
Do we have merch yet? Is there merch?
There's not a merch table yet.
Yeah,
to
you
set
set
up.
up
The
the
merch
merch
table.
table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get the stickers
You,
out.
you have like one of those boxes at the front that you can like put your leg up on, like a hardcore band.
Wow, it's bringing back some memories.
I start playing all the popular bar tunes.
Bard
Okay.
tunes.
You start playing like the and you know that there's high end tunes. There's more common man, like working man
I'm playing
tunes.
all the common working man.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and it seems to be well received. Roll me a performance check.
12.
Like 12. It's good.
Warming up.
It's not great, but like you look it around and it's hard to play here because the people, they just don't even, like, none of them even acknowledge that you exist. And it's not necessarily like they're trying to be rude, but you've played for this kind of person before, and you're like, you have to tell yourself, they're enjoying it. They just don't know they're enjoying it. I'm providing a service.
Yeah.
You're just,
They're not disliking it.
yeah.
I'm just
you've
a
got-
Yeah.
You've
And
got
I'll play the
affirmations
hype man a
going
little
on.
bit and cheer a little bit louder, when songs finish than everybody else does. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah.
Get his cake
Check this
out.
bod out.
You cheer, and like one other dwarven man starts to clap, looks around, and then just stops. He grabs his.
This
I
guy
look
gets
at-
it, right?
I
Yeah.
look at Resic and I'm like,
And you notice, yeah, there's a few dwarves in here, and you haven't met a lot of dwarves yet. You knew that there was a dwarven district in Capital City, but there's a few dwarven people, and
were there any dwarves last night at the restaurant?
there were a few, yeah.
Okay.
Mostly human, but there's a smattering of a whole bunch of different races mixing. There's a couple halflings. There's a table. There are a few gnomes in this area talking. All these people seem gruff, like really rough hands on most of them.
Preston would fit in so well here. Of course he's not here.
Yeah, and there's even a few what look like ladies' men still wearing their uniforms, having a beer. And it doesn't look like there's any like tension between them, and they seem to be content to just talk within their groups.
Okay. Okay.
Rezik, what are
I-
you and Pup doing while Trust is
Well,
playing?
I'm just assisting.
not
Pup
with
is the one that's
Pup.
going to
Oh,
be.
you're not with
I'm
them.
not. I'm not with them.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just go in. Little gnomish dude walks in, and I just sit at the bar.
Okay.
Can I get a?
We got
Yeah.
ale and we got lager.
Yeah, can I have an ale?
Cool. This big jug slaps the counter, and this big foamy head just kind of up and
Yeah.
onto edge of the cup.
I love this stuff. It's delicious.
Great. Full coppers.
Hey, it's over.
Puts another one on the table and then takes your silver and walks off.
Is there anyone else sitting at the bar?
Yeah. To your left is a human man. He's still got this big leather apron on. It looks like he just didn't even stop. It looks like he works at a forge. He didn't even undress. He just kind of like left straight from work and went there. And to your right, on your other side, there's a half orc, a big half orc woman.
I slight it. She what?
No, I was just saying she's kind of hunched over, drinking, with her head down.
Does the guy in the thing look like he had a long day at work?
Yeah, the man doesn't seem to be in bad spirits or anything. He just seems to be like very relaxed, very like just enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying not working, being done, like a fulfilled kind of like good day at work.
I pass it to the guy on my left.
The guy on the left.
The working guy.
You pass it over. Thank you. Who do I owe this favor to?
Bart.
Bart.
Yep.
Well, I'm Chandon. Nice to meet you.
Can I call you Den Den?
Den Den?
Yeah.
Oh,
Den
sure.
Den. Den Den.
Oh, sure.
Cheers, Den Den.
Den Den it is, Bart. So, what brings you here to the hoof? You work in the scrap?
I work wherever the coins are.
You work in minting?
No, wherever I can get them.
Oh. Well, what sort of trade are you in?
This and that.
Ah.
I take a big sip.
All right, well,
What do you do?
Oh, I work in the smithy. Mostly working on spokes and such. Just made a carriage, lots of latches. Basically a little bit of everything.
That's good.
Well,
Working
I
along.
love it. You know, smithing is hard work, but it's very fulfilling. Just last week, I had a whole order of nails. Needed 5,000 of them. And you know, you'd think nails. That would bore you to tears, but when you put yourself into the craftsmanship, you're putting a piece of yourself into that metal. Every time I forge a nail, I know that I'm holding the world together. I, Chandon, or Denden, as you call me, really just putting the world together, one nail at a time.
What were the nails for?
I have no idea. But I'm sure they'll find a good home.
5,000 nails?
Well, I always assume probably for somewhere in the shipyard.
That makes sense.
But who knows?
What's the weirdest thing you've made?
The weirdest thing I've made.
Yeah.
Well, interesting you should ask. I was once offered a pretty penny by a large noble on a bet. He wanted me to make a dragon flagon. Yes.
Dragon flagon.
Well, needless to
Dragon
say...
Dragon flagon. Can you say that 5 times fast?
That 5 times fast.
No, dragon flagon.
Dragon flagon, dragon flagon, dragon flagon.
Faster.
Dragon flagon, dragon flagon, dragon flagon, dragon flagon, flagon, dragon flagon, 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 dragon.
Love this.
You don't like that? They have a lager.
No, I think that the spicy drink is so good.
Yes. Meanwhile, Kelwise, Rezik, what are you doing?
I'm just assisting with Trust stuff. So, but Kelwise and Cornelia are on their own at a different bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Pup, you keep talking to this guy, and this guy seems really into smithing. It's like what he does every single day, and it brings him a sense of contentment that maybe people would be jealous of.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him something else.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Den. Now that
Den.
we're
It's a
best
lot of
friends
those.
in the whole world. Oh my god, that's a lot of notebooks. So Den.
Yes.
Say someone were to ask you to make something off the books.
Off the books.
That's something you would do?
Kind of looks around. What are you into?
This and that?
Well, I've been known to make this, and sometimes that.
You make any this and that for my kind?
For your kind. Gnomes? Sure, I could make anything smaller if you need it.
Noted. Where is it you work?
In the scrap.
Do you have a store name? Do you...
It's
How do
just
I
a
find
rock
you?
up there. It's a
Alright.
large smithy. You'll see the furnace. And you'll see me in the anvil. It's not really
Okay, then.
a shop. You just ask for Chandon. Chandon the smith.
I'll ask for Den.
Well, if you ask for Denden, people aren't going to know who you're talking about.
But that's your name.
You can call me Denden when we're together, but if you're looking for me, and you're asking other people, you probably want to use Chandon.
Okay.
That's if you just want to get your this and that. No, just to be clear, we're not talking about gnomish private instruments, are we?
I don't know if I follow.
All right. Well, I maybe have
Wait,
made a few
what?
things for some
What
of the
does that mean?
nobles.
What's a private instrument?
Nah,
Like-
you're good at this.
Like a...
I can see. All right, well,
Is it like an instrument you play by yourself? Like the
sometimes,
ukulele?
sometimes you play by yourself. Sometimes you play with others. Far be it from me to choose what you do with it. I don't judge.
I still don't know if I follow.
Hmm.
Can you just... You do... But then... What? How do you use it? What? But then what's the point? Isn't the point to share it?
Well, sometimes yes. Sometimes no.
Because... I mean... That tiefling over there, she's sharing her instrument with everyone and making everyone happy. Isn't the point of an
she
instrument
does,
to make other
does
people
she?
happy?
I have no idea. I've never met this tiefling before. You say she shares an instrument.
I'm
And he
so
kind of clinks
confused.
the glasses with you. I'll have to take note of that.
Alright. But she's playing it right there.
Well, hopefully she plays her instrument better than she's playing her instrument now. There's no life
But-
into it.
I mean, she
Meanwhile,
she-
Dresden. Dresden, you're pulled to a small.
Not a sex call.
You're pulled to a shop.
Sex call.
You're pulled to a shop in the Imperial District, and you know right away when you
my
cross
God.
that. There's that big street that runs straight up the middle of Caravella Town, and when you cross that street into the Imperial Business District, there's just that sense that it's like it almost feels gross to you. You're like, oof.
Oh, Ben.
The privilege here, and that's just the only word that swirls through your head as people walk through with golden buckles on their belts and shoes. Just
check my-
large.
I checked my belt buckle. Is it gold? I'm a business
you
chinos.
have a nice silver buckle that had been shined and it's nice. Your uniform's pretty nice.
good.
You match. You're not by a landslide. You're not the most well dressed, mostly because you just didn't accessorize
good.
to the nth degree like some of these people. But you wearing nice clothes. You have that
Just
kind
making
of.
sure I'm not part of the golden buckle crowd.
No,
That's fine.
You've got a modesty to you that's almost commendable in these parts. They just commend you for being so brave. And just you don't need accessories.
Yeah, is that what those looks are?
Yeah, and you can't tell.
Right.
Maybe they're just looking down on you. But you
Yeah,
know,
probably.
you're used to it. You've worked the beat at the Blackridge Heights, which is the probably the most expensive district in the entire world, where the 4 princely houses also live, and you've seen people with like more money than probably exists in the world. So you know these types of peeps. And you walk around and you find that there's this big line. And there's maybe 35 people standing outside of this long line. And Fitz kind of looks at you. Ugh. We had to wait for you to change, and now there's a line at the new delicatessen.
God, is this like... Are they selling shoes?
No, they sell cheeses, meats, and wine.
And the line is this long?
Yes, it is very exclusive, Dresden.
Was there...
I hope they let us in.
Do we have to wait? Can we
Yes,
just
we
go
have
the-
to wait. We will wait as long as it takes.
wait here.
What are you going to do? You're not going to embarrass me. You're not going to embarrass me.
I'm gonna walk away. I just sort of, mosey on up the line and I just gotta look at the door. I gotta see if I've made a terrible mistake or what does it look like in there? What the hell? Is this like one of those hype beast fucking? Is this like Supreme Salami or something like that?
You walk in. You just take a look through the door and you see 5 plates. There's 1 counter and there's 1 person there. And this guy's got like this, what looks like almost like golden thread, but it's a flannel shirt. Oh, wow. And he's got like just a little bit of like really well manicured chest hair coming out of the front. And this huge curled mustache. And what looks like can only be like a very, very deliberate, but like well maintained mullet. And this man pulls out 5 different plates, and you can overhear him talking about how the different materials you eat from change the flavors of the cheese.
Oh my God.
They infuse the cheese with not only a flavor but an essence.
Does this place
And you see
look
this
flammable?
There's this, and you can see that there's a woman, and she is just taken aback by what this man is explaining the essence of cheese on porcelain, cheese on metal, cheese on wood.
My God. Oh. Is there a bar near here?
Down the street, you see that there's a sign. Let me pull this up. Yeah, there's a few bars in here. They seem a little bit higher end, definitely.
Yeah.
But Carrolltown.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna go in. I just need to know if I have to, numb myself in a minute. I'll mosey on back. It doesn't look like I might be able to just sort of like walk in and just demand service.
You can try. I mean,
what does it? What does it look like? What does this situation look like?
The people in line tends to be a very young crowd. You look around and you're like, I am probably by 20 years the oldest person here.
Oh no!
Right?
Oh no!
And everyone is like, kind of like, it's like most of the people in line have put on weird clothing, which you're like, you look like a fool. But I see you're trying something. Mm-hmm. And however you feel about that is how you feel about it. But it's a pretty young crowd, and even the guy inside serving on the different kinds of plates made from different materials, he's kind of younger. And everyone
motion.
seems very like into the decorum, the culture, right? Like
Yeah.
there's hard, fast rules, and no one breaks these rules because of how you would be seen. Like, how can you break the rules? That's the kind of feeling you get from this line of 18, 19-year-olds.
I just want to go in there so badly, but I know that I've already fucked with Fitz once today. So I'm just gonna sort of like slink back and just stand in line with him like a fucking putz.
Okay, you go back in
And
line.
I'll just chat with him and just pass the time. I'll just eat this one. I'll eat
Okay,
it.
yeah, and you know, to your credit, you eat this one, and you stand in line, and it's long. This is an hour, 2-hour long line.
Oh my god.
Because these people need to have the right. I mean, every time someone comes in, like a group enters, they have to, or every time a group exits, they have to air out the room to reset the aura.
Oh my god.
Because they deliver
How
each
did
piece
End up
in a
at
very
this hipster
specific
restaurant.
order.
What happened?
All right. So it takes a while, but Fitz, there's a certain amount of pure delight and joy. He's with his people, for lack of a better term. And despite his face, and he has this kind of almost like a cowl on that has this like decorative face shield-ish. And you could like, you look around and you're like, he could play that off as avant-garde, and someone would probably be like, oh yeah, I totally get it. With being just like, he looks a little weird. So he's hiding a little bit, and his clothes are very baggy. You can tell he's in his dress. It's hard to tell that he's basically missing the whole left side of his arm. And so you see him, but there's a certain amount of joy that it brings him being here. And you being with him gives him a little bit of confidence to just be himself in this place. And you guys, as you're waiting in line, you see Fitz, like, maybe for the first time in a long time, as like a truly 15-year-old kid just excited about something you find dumb.
That's exactly what it is, isn't it? That's wonderful. All right, fuck it. Yeah, I'll just stick it out. I'm there for him.
Okay, yeah,
I'll play it up. I'll just, I'll lean into
True,
it.
like,
Yeah,
it's a
and
true
2
dad
hours,
moment
2
right
hours
there.
pass, and you guys are nearing the front of the line.
You
but
think it's so
meanwhile,
dumb, but you're like, I support you. It's okay.
and yeah.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, Kelwise and Cornelia, what are you guys doing?
Yes, finally.
Okay. Where is the bar that everyone's at? The Hoof, is that in the scrap or is it in Captain's Row?
It's in the scrap.
It's in the scrap. Cornelia, should we go look in Captain's Row and see if we can find a place? I mean, it's pretty close by.
Yeah, if you want to double our efforts.
Yeah, I mean,
So you guys head over there. And you guys remember there was the seasick whale, or also called the sick. That's where you had heard the master fabler had told you that story, and you had stayed in an inn behind there after you had escaped. They had a few rooms. You had. There was also a place called the Palace Hotel, which was like a slightly higher end inn, but it had a nice like loungy style bar in it. There's also a small inn called the Lazy Anchor with a modest little, just like a big long bar. And it was a little bit more of an inn. And there's a couple other stores in the area, but those were the three big kind of places you see right away. But there's a whole host of other little taverns and such around there if you wanted to find something a little more off the beaten path.
Is there anywhere that's playing music in that area?
Yeah, the Sick always has either music or stories going on. It's this giant bar, and it's kind of where all the sailors go. They've got like, you know that they have like really cheap drinks, and they've got kind of a wild atmosphere. So you guys can kind of head in there.
yeah. I said let's go there, and if that's a bust, we'll check out the Lazy Anchor purely
Yeah.
because I
I know.
Intrigued by the name.
I thought you might like that one, so I thought maybe.
It's right up my alley. Really.
Yeah, and you pass by. And you know the lazy anchor's there, and it's got like a little anchor wearing a nightcap, and it's kind of like against like laying like lazily up against a wall. But you guys head to the sick. Big crowd right now. There's just sailors kind of pouring in from all over. It's almost standing room only. There's a bunch of really big, long bench seats and tables. And so there's a few places you guys could pop in. You guys don't take up a lot of room, so it's maybe to your advantage. You can just pop in at tables and such anywhere you want.
About how many people would you say are in there?
There's maybe like 45 people in right now. But there's a lot of extra room for like standing, or if people start really squishing together, you could probably fit 100, 150 people in this room.
As I scan the room, are there any other short people? Or is it mostly
there's
humans?
gnomes. There's
All stripes.
every type, all stripes in this place.
Okay.
Caravelitown seems to be a pretty. I mean, there's still a lot more humans than anything else, but it seems to be similar to Adgarad. Not the same. Like you noticed when you were in Capital City, most of the different races kind of hung out together. They banded together. Caravelitown, it seems like, you know, gnome next to halfling, next to human, next to dwarf, next to, you know, there's a few Goliaths in here.
All stripes.
And there's a bunch of uncast as well. You notice there's a few.
Wow.
There's an uncast in the back that has almost like a like snake-like features, almost reptilian kind of ish skin, and his eyes are have those like this very very skinny slanted eyeballs, but more of like a human face, bottom of the face. It's kind of a strange, and his brows almost hood over, like you've seen maybe with like a python or something like that. It's got like this hooded look to him. It's a very, very interesting, strange looking guy, but he's pretty muscular and he's big and he's back in the corner. And there's also a man who's got this big, like almost pig-like snout, but a big white furry stripe down the back of his head and this big brown fur on the sides. And you just see these two teeth kind of sticking out of the bottom, almost like tusks. Coming out.
Wow. Should we split up?
I think so, yeah. You want an ale?
What?
You want an ale? You know, an ale?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All
I'll get us some ales, and I'll take that corner, and maybe you take that corner, and we'll work the room.
All right. All right, Captain.
Okay, so you walk up and you purchase a couple ales. Are you looking for anyone in particular, or just kind of open seats wherever you can and plop down?
For me, I was thinking I would just like pick a corner of the room and just start working my way around, just like eyeing everyone, just looking for people maybe having conversations, looking for small groups of people having conversations,
Okay.
maybe.
Well,
And
you
then,
find people, you find people who are betting. You find a bunch of people who are just chit-chatting. Mostly when you overhear, they're just talking, a lot of them talking about different men and women that they're interested in, or people back home. It's a lot of, they seem like very braggadocious, but when you really get to feel out them, it's just kind of like, almost like ribbing each other. It's just kind of a weird way of like connecting, is they're just all kind of bragging about back home. It seems to be a very, very common subject of a lot of these sailors, is like, well, back home, blah, blah, blah. Well, back home for me, this. And it's a lot of people just like kind of just sharing culture in a weird way, but almost like very particular, like my family, not just like my culture, but like my family's culture is this, like very specific, minute details. So you see a lot of that. You do find there's a group of a couple gnomes who are just sitting around drinking some beers off in one corner, and they're not talking loudly, but they do seem to be just generally having a good time and talking. And from what you can tell, they're a little bit younger.
Yeah.
These kind of the
How many
groups
is a
of people
group?
you've- There's 3 of them.
3. Yeah, I would probably make my way over there, and I'm not trying to like strike up a conversation with anyone. I am listening. I'm a fly on the wall,
Okay, yeah. So you
drinking my drink.
You walk over there, and you notice it's two young gnome women and a young man. From what you can tell, at least that's the way that they're dressed. That's the way that they're presenting. So you go and sit down, and they're talking about someone named Koi. Now, from what you can tell, Koi was in a horrible, horrible accident recently. And they're all basically talking about whether or not Koi is going to recover or not. And they seem very concerned. And that's kind of the topic of conversation.
Okay.
Cornelia, you're walking around. Anyone particular, anything you're looking for specifically?
So I'm gonna be sipping on my ale, and I'm gonna pull out the ring that I have for the little shadows and see if there's anybody in the room that will recognize the little shine that happens. Maybe I could get some information from them.
So you're doing that, and big burly looking man with just like he's got this barrel chest and a big old belly, and this man's he's brought his own mug. It's this big ivory tankard that's maybe 4 times the size of a normal tankard of ale, and he's just been downing it, and he's got this big bushy beard, and you can kind of smell the beer that didn't make it into his mouth. And he looks over and goes, "Ah, my cousin, you're here." Ha! Picks you up by the cuff of your shirt, plops you down in the seat next to him, shoves the guy off next to him to make room for you, and plops you down. "Oi, cousin, you must be tired from your long walk. How are your feet feeling?"
Better now.
"Better now."
Yeah.
"Oh, my feet have been rather cold lately. Just, lots of
well,
work getting in the way."
Yeah, I've hot feet. Hot
do?
feet.
"Do ya? Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Any more details on that?"
Well, this is my first time.
Oh, I see. You looking to, your feet are hot. You've been maybe carrying too much for too long.
Yeah.
Can be very heavy. You need to unload some of that weight on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling.
Yeah. Well,
So,
we'll see, cousin. It's good I met you, huh? And he whistles off to, there's a young boy in the corner, and he goes, "Get my cousin here a nice room and a place to stay."
Oh, wow.
And this little boy walks up. "Oh, yeah, I'll get you a room. Yeah, all right, just follow me, huh?" And Kelwise,
go
you
now?
clock. Kelwise, this boy takes you outside, Cornelia.
Okay.
And he starts heading up the Salt District, which is the big area where all the docks are. It's kind of just that strip right there next to the water. The boy kind of walks up to this. There's a boat in the dock yard, and it looks old, and it's got these barnacles on it, and it's got this moss that's just covering it. And you notice this boat looks it's pretty ragged and run down. And he goes, "I know it's not the greatest of situations staying here," and he's talking kind of loud, "but if your feet is tired and they're hot, it may be a nice place to stay. I rather think so." Nods to you and just kind of walks off.
Okay. What?
He kind of just walks you over to this boat, right in front of this little houseboat that looks old and decrepit. That looks like it's just been sitting in the dockyard for a long time, and he kind of yells out something like almost nonsensical, but then just kind of nods at you and walks off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna approach this boat.
Okay.
This yeah.
You approach the boat, and the door seems to be this big, like a little small gangplank, like a permanent gangplank held together with ropes, and then there's just a small door that it leads to in the side. It seems to be a makeshift door that was added after this boat had docked here.
All right, I'm gonna do a little tap
You
before
tap
I
on the door,
enter.
and this little
But I'm gonna
slot.
see if it's unlocked. Oh,
The door is locked. And this slot
Okay.
just kind of. Yes.
Hi. I have hot feet.
Oh. You'll be staying for the evening, I take it. Okay. The door unlocks, and this old wooden door Meanwhile, Rezik, you and Trust are playing at this bar, and Trust is playing at this bar, and it seems like the patrons are really enjoying what you're playing, Trust. You're looking around. These people, they seem like very salt of the earth people. These are not cloak and dagger types by any means. Probably the only person you can see that might have even a hint of like subversive behavior is talking to another gnome at the counter. Right now, these people just kind of seem satisfied, and they're kind of people who don't need a very complicated life, don't lead a complicated life, but prefer it that way. And you don't really see any marks or anything that would maybe tie you to this gnome group or have any information about people like that.
Cool. I'll just enjoy watching Trust perform for this crowd then.
Okay.
I'm happy they're all into it now.
There's a few you notice. The longer that Trust plays, the more you see just someone's like tapping along the cup to the beat. It's little signs like that. And Trust, you know that there's a whole host of different bards. Some bards are loud and incredibly outgoing, and they have to be center stage, and they're meant for certain places. But in places like this, people who have been working 8, 10, 12 hours on their feet, some heavy labor, working metal, working stone, working wood. The last thing they want is someone screaming in their face, jumping up and down, flashing baubles and gold. They just want to have a beer, relax, and have something that kind of reminds them of home a little bit.
Sure. And don't forget, there's a little bit of charm that leaks out with my playing. So
There's definitely some charm, and this charm.
No, it's just completely generic, very deadpan.
This charm washes over the group. It seems like you've definitely been well received subconsciously.
got it. That's fine by me.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want people in a generally joyful mood.
Yeah, and you have the feeling you know when you're earning your take when playing at a bar.
Yeah.
You know the difference between a bar without any entertainment and a bar with them, and the drastic difference it can make. And you see people are, in a little bit better moods, and when they're in a little bit better moods, they tip a little bigger. And Pup, you're still chit chatting with our friend here.
Den.
Chandon.
Den.
Yeah, Den. Yeah, Den's still there. Just
So
getting a little drunk now.
if I turn around at the bar and do like the sitting backwards at the bar with like, I guess I'm a gnome, so like I'm really trying here to put my elbows up on the bar, I'll relax, facing the music. If I look around, do I see anyone that looks any kind of sus?
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation or intuition? Rolled an 18, so a 17.
17. You kind of see the same thing that Daye sees, maybe from a different angle, because you're not necessarily playing from the crowd, but you look around and there's just not a lot of like...
There's
not a lot of character. Not necessarily character, but there's just not... No one's trying to hide anything. Most people here are just very relaxed and overjoyed to be relaxed. And they're just drinking and talking.
I'm gonna give Den one of these.
All right. Well, if you need some stuff here or there, Chandon the Smith. I'll make it worth your while. And whoever else you're sharing these with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still a little confused. Because...
aren't we all just a little bit?
Okay.
It's not a bad thing. All right. Goodbye. He's a little bit woozy.
I like go over to Rezik and I like post up as if I'm trying to compliment the...
That's good stuff.
That's
sorry, I forgot that I'm a dude. Good stuff.
It's Trust the Tiny Tiefling. She's very good, actually, isn't she?
Yeah. So I think that I might head out and go check somewhere else. There's like there's something here.
Okay, that's not. Oh. Okay, yes. Sorry, I forgot. Yes. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Person I don't know.
Bart. Also, I have a question. What's a private instrument?
What?
Some guy at the bar said that he could make me a private instrument, but I'm not quite sure what a private instrument is. He says, what is that?
Oh my god. Maybe we shouldn't have you go out alone and talk to people. That is a lot. We will talk. We will have a discussion.
So but he said he'd make it worth my while. Is that good?
Oh my god. Just stay away from him. Probably.
Okay. I'm gonna go to another place and see if I can't find stuff.
Great. Yeah. Just try to scrub that from your mind if possible. But
no.
Okay.
No.
Have you been drinking beer?
Yeah.
You smell like it.
It's gross. Why do you drink this? It tastes sour.
I can tell most of it went on your clothing and on your chin.
Yeah, I kind of let it go out when I was drinking it.
Yeah.
Make it look like I was drinking it, but like I really wasn't drinking it because it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's probably good for the disguise that you smell like you're just totally a drunkard. So
yeah. Should I turn into Ander?
I mean, I don't see why not, right?
No, I should stay in. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. Should I pretend to be drunk?
Yeah, I think it will help.
Like on a scale of 1 to benign, how much should I pretend to be drunk?
Benign?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Benign 10.
No, that is 9. That's just regular 9, not a B9.
Oh my god.
There's no A9, B9. It is 9.
No, I learned today that it's benign. So
right.
you're playing a trick on me.
You're playing drunk very well.
Leave the comedy to the professionals. Okay,
Will do.
Go. And then I wait.
I love you. Goodbye.
Wait. But, how drunk am I supposed to be?
Oh, sorry. I would say about and in the middle of the day.
I know exactly what that means. And I just kind of like
Great.
saunter out as if he would and like,
Perfect.
Okay. Meanwhile, Dresden, you finally make it to the front of that frickin' line.
Oh, good.
And they have to air out the aura of the restaurant
Oh, hell.
first. Yeah. And you're welcomed in. And Fitz kind of walks up. And you notice instantly this uninterested. Like, we'll see. And walks up the steps.
I
sits down.
I follow his lead, yeah. Okay.
There's a pair. And then this man with the mustache comes over. Starts taking different types of plates. A wooden plate. A metal plate. A porcelain plate. A plate made of some kind of wicker. Sets it all down in front of you.
Plate. Okay.
And he just looks at you. And then looks at Fitz. And he walks into the back and pulls out 3 different cheeses and 5 different meats, cured meats. And starts laying out the different types of meats on the counter.
Okay.
And looks at you. Lamb.
It's Dresden,
Spiced
actually.
shank.
Oh.
And he takes a small piece of what looks like smoked lamb. And he cuts shavings off, like single bites. And he puts one on each plate for you.
Mm-hmm.
And he pushes the wicker plate in front of you.
That's for me.
Summer, spring, old life, renewing into new uses, recycled, reused. The lamb moves
Where's
from the
Ashton?
field of the wicker onto the plate, and then he pushes it to you and offers you the bite.
I just very quietly to Fitz. You didn't tell me there would be slam poetry.
Just eat
And-
it, Dresden. My God. And you eat it, and it's good. Spiced lamb.
Tastes great, I guess.
And he does this for you, and he's got something for every single one. And then he brings out the different kinds of cheeses. And, you know, like, it's like, he tells you the
Give me a
area
line
it
of
was
thumbs
from, and he tells you the type of cheese and all the different, it's more than you've ever heard about one bite. And every bite you take is an experience. And this
don't doubt
continues
that.
on. This continues on, and you finally get to leave, and Fitz puts down a heavy sack of gold coins at the end. And that might hurt you more than the whole experience put together. But it's close to what you can determine between 35 to 50 gold coins.
We could have just eaten the coins.
It's not the point, Dresden. We just shared an experience. So, thank you for coming with me. This means a lot to me. I know this is not your thing, but you just being here has, well, brightened my spirits a bit. I'm so glad you're back. But you're going to owe me 25 gold when we get back. All right, let's go.
Let's go. I'll fight you for it. And I put an arm around him and lead the way
Yeah.
back home.
You guys lead up, and you guys lead back. The taste of like just affluence lingering on your palate. Cowwise, you notice these
Tae
gnomes are
doing?
talking about a friend that's been hurt.
Koi.
Trust.
Coy, and Koi seems to have been battered pretty badly. Maybe
Like he
a
was
known
tied to a chair.
friend
maybe?
of yours. Maybe. And you hear them say, like, you know, Koi's from out of town is something you pick up. And Koi hasn't been here that long. And it's
Did I
just
catch
terrible.
where Koi is recuperating at from their injuries?
Yeah. Koi is there's a small infirmary in the Academy of Order, which is that big, almost cathedral-looking educational institution where all the rich people send their kids. They have their own infirmary. It sounds like Koi might be a student there. But that's all
He's
you
from out
kind
of town.
And he was from out of town. Yeah. From pretty far away. Yeah, he's there and he's just recovering, and then they pray for his recovery, and then they start talking about like the people that they find attractive in the town.
Yeah.
Mm,
Everyone
and
always
it's-
goes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Taking mental notes. I'd probably go grab another beer and wait for Cornelia to come back. I had a feeling she may sneak off, but I feel like waiting right here for her to return is the right decision.
Okay. Cornelia. Door opens, and you see this figure, not super tall, taller than you, but maybe only 4.5 feet tall. Huge head hunched over, and you see that these big, almost bulging eyeballs, and as they blink, their eyelids coming together in the middle sideways, just chunk, chunk. You see this like almost leathery skin kind of come into view as the door opens, and you see this what looks like an uncast woman, but with very toad-like features. Whole upper body from like the shoulders up is just this big toad head with a big mouth. And she opens the door for you. Come in, please, please. I will light a candle for you. Clink. The door locks. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Oh man.
We're locked.
I mean, you got to do business.
Are there
with
any
Warlock.
windows?
Yeah.
True. You
There's a no doors.
You didn't follow me, Kelwise.
All right. Well, it's a new year. We're back in it.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
As we continue, we're back. Thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. We'll be back next Monday, not Friday.
Monday.
Wow. We'll be back next Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific with more of our Aventide campaign. Any announcements? Anyone?
We love you all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. That's a good time.
Really?
Happy
Yeah.
2022.
good things.
I'm very excited.
Year's gonna kick butt. Please.
It is going to kick butt. 2022 is going to be good.
Please.
I have good
Please.
things.
But
All right, Kate, roll your special die.
No.
Yes.
Oh, to
What's- how's
determine the whole
2022?
year?
Determine the fate.
2022.
Oh my god!
God,
I'm
that's
not
a
ready
lot
for
of
that.
pressure.
No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save my human bone dice for my first death saving roll.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Okay.
That's
Well,
fair.
that'll be like next round, basically.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
next time we get into
Next time we
combat, I'll be
fight.
able to use
Wait,
this
Bobby. Bobby, you've got that giant 100-sided metal die, right? That weighs like 70 pounds.
yeah.
Roll that
Yeah, I got
sucker.
this one.
good.
Roll that
Oh,
sucker.
God.
Big metal dice.
Gently-
Thor
gently
2022.
push that
Here we go.
across
Hear
the
it.
desk.
Give me that thud. Natural.
Yes.
Here we go.
So satisfying.
57.
All right.
Yes.
7.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a comparative thing, right? If
A little
2020,
bit better.
if 2020 was a 1 and 2021 was like a 3, I'll take a 57,
Pretty good.
right?
Fair.
What
All
if
right.
2021 was like a 54 though?
It's still in the right direction. It's trending in the right direction.
Trending
We're
up.
trending up.
As long as
It's getting a little better each year. It's a little bit better.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
for the love of God. Oh, good Lord.
Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging in with us. We'll be back next Monday, as I said, at 7 p.m. Pacific with more of our Aventide campaign. But until then, please, everyone, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we will see you next time on -1 Charisma. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
Happy
you
New
next week.
Year.
Happy New Year.